it might be just a bit of loose ends, or you know, we might do. We'll see.
Well, I'm sure we can drag it out.
I'm not expecting it to go on fucking for the full.
Drag it out for another week if you like.
Yes.
Plenty of fun to be had.
Give me another session to be behind on.
You just haven't done any of the fault fights, Joe, no? Is that what you're waiting to do? The Riverside?
I'm behind on them all, but I added some fans to my computer a while back, but I needed an extra power. And my power supply's modular, so obviously I didn't have all the loose cables around, so I put them somewhere special, and then I couldn't find them.
Put them somewhere.
And then I found them, but I found the ones from my old power supply that was also modular, and for some reason when I plugged that in and then plugged power into it, it fucking blew my computer. And I think I destroyed my third SSD, which has got Fantasy Grounds 32 on it, and all my Guild Wars stuff. So I haven't played Guild Wars for about 7 weeks. Actually, I think it's more like 2 months now. So I think and I just haven't been asked to do.
Just can't be asked.
Yeah, so fix my own computer. I've finally got some starter extension things. And then when I feel like I was going to do it all, I've done my back. I've had massive loads of migraine attacks, all like one after the other. So I've been a bit fucked. So yeah.
Well, Stu.
Yeah, so all good.
No one feels sorry for you.
No, I didn't think they did.
Don't worry, and if we did, we get over it rather quickly, don't we,
Yes,
Phil?
exactly.
I'm over it now. I was a bit
Yeah, we
shocked
know.
earlier.
The only shock part is that you're shocked to lose a session, aren't you?
Well, that was a bit, all the other stuff's quite sad, but that's the saddest.
Yeah, so I've posted up what I'm behind on. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. This is 37, and 2 episodes of Foundry as well. So yeah, about nine sessions of D&D.
Well, you better take a couple of weeks off, mate.
Well, I've had a week off already. Yeah, I've had a week off sick. So and all I've done is lay on my back.
Play Diablo.
And play, and when I feel better.
Play Diablo for 200 hours.
When I feel better.
Basically, whenever I felt like that my back wasn't hurting because the diazepam and all the painkillers I'm on have kicked in, I'm like, I feel better. I'm gonna play Diablo, and that's what's happened. So,
oh dear.
Yeah.
You sure the Diablo isn't triggering the migraines?
Or the back pain. Or whilst you were leaning over on a stool.
Yeah. Diablo, the butcher attacks have played havoc on my back with his hook.
They're still coming in. Everyone is here now. I just think Keith's muted.
Keith's been on mute for ages, so
he was doing the washing up.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
Is it like Ian's Chinese laundry thing? Chinese.
Just leave the mic on while you're washing up. I mean,
yes,
he
that's
wants
not
to hear.
annoying at all to anyone.
He wants to hear the clanking.
Ian, the amount of fucking editing I have to do just for you.
Can you guys see what I've just put up?
Join my synchronized session. Synchroescape.
Click on the dragon.
Yep.
I don't know what it says for you lot, but I'll
yes
just click
to
yes.
Yes.
All.
Just yes to all.
You're
probably going to
downloaded.
You're probably going to have to install it. Install it.
Hello.
Where?
What is this?
In the chat.
Okay. Right.
Oh, at the very bottom, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
There's an invite.
What's this we're doing?
Sounds. Yeah, you're downloading viruses, Keith.
Okay, cool.
Oh, what have I
Is this
done?
all thingy div music?
Oh, yes.
Royalty free.
I hope so.
Because I recorded something that Bradley had on his music, and I got copyright struck. My little shitty channel got copyright struck for.
Well, actually, it's not a lot of music. It's just a few sounds and bits.
Ambient
and pieces
sounds.
like
Oh, that's all fine. Yeah.
There is some music and shit.
And I think Brad was like, yeah, it's only some. It's like it was like a Bach or some German composer from like who's been dead for 1,000 years. He said, yeah, it's all fine. It's public domain. I went, are you sure? He went, yeah. Uploaded it. Copyright struck.
I don't think that's how it went.
I think that's exactly it. It was wrong about what I said was how many years the bloke was been dead, or or perhaps he wasn't German.
What is this thing supposed to be doing?
Nothing at the
I've
minute,
got-
by the sounds of it.
Or
I've got the volume up, but I've got
I-
no
I-
sounds playing that I
yeah,
can
because
hear.
I'm not playing any sounds.
Oh, that'll be why I can't
But
hear anything
are
different.
you actually?
I'm in it, and it says like Sirenscape, new game, and 129%.
Has it got any? So
So
I've never
what-
used this. I've never used this before, so I'm not sure what's going on.
We're looking at a screen that looks like you've got to play the track for it to carry on. It seems to be
Right.
up a
Okay.
certain amount.
I've got
Okay.
tree.
But you've
background.
actually got a Sirenscape screen up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
Yes.
just minimise it so it's running in the background sort of thing. If you don't want to listen to noises and shit like that, you don't have to download it basically.
Could you put it up again for me, Div? Because I've clicked on it and went all and nothing come up at all. So it don't like me.
No, it doesn't take you into a.
No,
I'm not going to bother.
Right, fair enough.
it's a shame because I'd like to listen to some noises.
I'm
Never
good at
mind.
noises.
You're clicking on the dragon's head.
Yeah,
Yeah, once it says yes to all, it should take you.
Can you not do? Can you click on the link like that?
I'll have to if it doesn't work for people, I'll have to look into it. But
no worries.
I've never used it before.
Just-
It works. It works for me. But
Isn't that when you're
Yeah, just-
going to start playing something?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Right. Is everyone in yet?
I'm having trouble. When I
That's
click
Mac-
check for updates, it
Mac
drops
boy.
off the. It just disappears.
You haven't managed to update anything yet, Phil? No.
No, every time I click on it, it kind of disappears off the screen.
Bit odd.
Mine did
just-
that, but just give it a time.
Right.
Patience.
But usually you see it doing something.
Yeah.
Mine didn't this time. It actually disappeared and then came back after about 3 minutes.
Actually, if you want to trust Ian, Phil.
I think I've got much choice.
And then I pressed Control Alt F4 or something like that. I can't remember.
Ian, you didn't even get that right.
I know.
F4.
Control.
I was gonna say Control Alt Delete, but
You
I
decided to
confused
carry it in this
myself.
week.
You know, I've never actually tried that F4 button.
That's because you have to press Alt at the same time.
Yeah, I know. I've never tried it.
It was all the rage.
Yes.
Yeah, because normally you see it updated, don't you?
So Stuart is able to dodge.
Yeah, everyone is. Everyone's got a
Let's have a
little dodge
Actions.
button now on their.
I don't know,
On their
not
actions tab.
everyone, just special people.
No, I have.
The sleep storm is healthy. Healthy. Oi, who stopped me dodging? Oi.
Otherwise, I forget about it, and you're fucking
Oh,
dodge
yeah,
some
I-
bastard smacking you.
Yeah, basically, I've done it as well.
Like
Can I,
a
if
rod.
I click it twice, does it turn it off?
No, so
Right.
you've just tried it out as well, yeah.
Yes,
I know. No, you're not dodging.
I was in a chat. Maybe I just did something.
No,
wrong.
you've done something wrong here.
You didn't press the button, mate.
You haven't pressed the button. You haven't yourself.
I did. I pressed use the power. That's what I did.
Oh really?
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah,
So-
try. It's the effect. It's the little person button that you have to press in the middle.
Oh, not the dice
Not
button.
Not
Ah,
the use power.
Right.
You
Oh,
monkey.
I
That's what
see. I
The
see.
dragon thing is just descriptions of
Info.
It
info
says
for it.
no, but on the
No,
left
no.
on the
On
left
the
hand
left-hand
side, it says
there's a
use
star.
power.
It says use power,
Yeah, that's what I was clicking
and
on.
that's what he's clicked.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what I've
Every
done.
other
no,
every other
forget all that.
thing for powers is the button in the middle.
No.
Powers.
Don't have to talk about it. We all know Ian's retarded over these things, and let's move on.
Let's move on.
I agree with Con.
You're getting on, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what to do really.
Have you tried the usual restarting your
Yeah.
rest of it? Yeah.
System support
Oh.
idea.
You use Discord on your Apple
No, I've got Discord on my phone, not on
on
my
your phone. Yeah,
Mac.
the screen.
The other way is to go and see if there's the official download to download it as new, and it should be updated from there. Be my guess.
Well,
There you go. A sensible suggestion.
uninstall it and then do it again.
I just don't install the other one over it.
I'll try that.
Can you remember what your password is and all that sort of nonsense?
Yeah, my password.
Is there a password?
But while Phil's doing that, so I think we might as well just get on with it basically. Right. So at the moment, I've left it literally. Then no one's had a kip yet, so no one's had a rest. You've searched the keep, gathered all the bits and pieces up, had a good look round, and we kind of left it as you find in the the hidden set of stairs that led down to that cave with the stream running through it. So basically, that's where we've left it so far. No one's had any kind of rest, or you haven't had a long rest, a good night's kip. It's, I would say, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning at the moment.
So what I was going to say is that there were bolts, weren't there, in your description? I'm going to replenish all the bolts I lost.
Mate, there's
There's a lot of them, aren't there? So
there
I've
is.
got 6.
There's loads, mate.
I've got 6 cases, so I'm going to fill those up.
So keep taking up to 120 bolts here, Cod.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's no problem, mate. That is no problem.
I've got.
Yeah, I'd like to equip my arrows as well. Probably 2 quivers.
Hang on. So that's basically not quite 80. That's 78 bolts gone here, Cod.
I had 40.
You
Yeah,
have 42 left, so 70.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I think there's plenty. There's absolutely tons of these things.
Can I get 4?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
were there arrows?
It's 200 arrows, it says in
Yeah,
the
there's loads.
description.
Hang on, mate. Let me get the old map back up.
I'm in the email. It says there's 20 spears, 10 short swords, 5 scimitars, 5 light crossbows, 200 bolts, 200 arrows, 5 suits of leather,
There you
and
go.
8 shields.
Yeah, there's plenty.
I'm going to take 1 arrow just to replenish my arrows.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the stuff I chucked and lost was the session before, and we went away. So are they gone?
They're gone, mate.
Right. So, and there's no javelins, it's just spears.
Yep.
Right. Hang on, I'm going to have to look up spears now.
Right, that's Thomas sorted out. Dave, did Silver want to stock up on anything?
No, she's still got 50 arrows. She's
Yeah,
good.
got a fair amount left there. Okay, cool.
Div, I took the potions.
You did. I've transferred them to your inventory, mate.
Lovely.
So basically, what's on the party sheet in the inventory tab is what is left up for grabs.
I'm looking at the spears, just seeing if I can.
I want to get some arrows. Div.
How many are you down, Phil? Let's have a look.
I think I'll find about 8. Yeah, I'm in now. I'm sort of acquiring fireless.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Brad's idea was a good one.
Well done, Brad.
Proper system support.
The only sensible one. All right, okay. I think you just had 1 quiver full of 20 arrows, Phil. So
Yeah.
that's just totted up back to normal, mate.
I might take another quiver then if I can. So I've got 40.
I can't. Right. Well,
No worries, Phil. You can do that.
That other potion, Div, can I spend some time with that? And also the scrolls.
You do it as part of a rest, don't you? So
Yeah.
no one's had any rests yet, Chris. So when people take their rests and their long rests or take watch and stuff like that, then yeah, I'd.
Okay, mate, no worries.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that there's somebody amongst everyone that can read the scrolls.
Yeah, I can. I can read the superior scroll, but I don't. How does it work, Div? I know what the spell. I know what that.
How about the other scroll, Stu? Was it?
There's
2 scrolls.
Yeah, I know the superior scroll. There's the other. I know what it is by its description. Well, you just quickly whatever you just did. As I was looking at it, it suddenly come up with something. But obviously,
Yeah, I'm not supposed to know that then because I'm reading it as well. So I'll stop.
Yeah, you're just looking at the description, aren't you, Stu? I think both of those spells are on your list anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, the superior scroll is haste. But what I'm saying is, I can't cast it yet. So do I know it? You get what I mean?
Yeah. I think you do.
Okay.
If it's on your list, but it's more difficult for you to use. I believe.
Right. Okay.
I'll have to read all. I'll have to read that all up.
And the other one is obviously something. Oh, there you go. Wall of water.
Yeah,
You've just put it up.
Yeah.
I seem to only have 5 hit points. Something's gone wrong.
We all had a light
No,
rest.
that's 5. That's you took 5 hits. You've got 22 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you've got to read it right. You read it.
Oh,
Read
yeah,
it the other way round.
I'm so used to not being hit.
Something went dreadfully wrong.
There's an error on my character sheet. I seem to
You've got 6, and I'm assuming that I actually had 6 hit points. So, yeah, that's normal. Yes, but 6 wounds. Yes.
It's a funny way of doing it. Oh, I see. It says wounds. Yeah, reading that's hit points.
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What session are we on? 37, Stu.
Something like that.
Right. So Phil wanted to take another quiver of 20 arrows.
I'll take some spears.
It's not 400. Silly bastard.
I'll take 5 spears.
No,
I think.
Ian.
No?
I'm not letting you just carry around fucking tons and tons and tons of stuff. Let's be a little sensible about it.
All right. Then. How I'm trying to find a description of spears, but I can't seem to be pulling it up.
We need a bag of holding here.
No spears.
Be under items, spears. Let's have a look.
Yeah, for some reason it's not coming
Huh?
up. For...
Oops. what
Spears has dropped up in my one now.
149 in the player's handbook.
If no one minds, I'll take this scroll.
What is it?
Scroll of haste.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
For some reason, items are not coming up on my.
Do I know that?
Yeah,
No.
Ian.
Cool, thank you.
Do I
Right.
know this one?
I don't know who knows of Wall of Water. I'm looking in player's handbook and I can't.
I'm sure I do.
It's probably. Is it not? It's
Let's
probably
have a
must.
Or is it a wizard spell?
It might- I'll have a look. We'll have a look for yours. What are you, sorcerer, Stu? Yeah.
Sorcerer Warlock.
Well, not really a
Sorcerer.
warlock, are you?
No, not really.
Sorcerer
Not really.
Warlock.
More sorcerer.
No,
Sorcerer
sorcerers
Warlock.
don't seem
Not
like
really.
Water.
No.
Wannabe warlock.
Inventory. I'm gonna
Wall
add.
of Water is not even in player's handbook, so that's why I couldn't find it.
The div spell.
Answers that.
There's no such thing.
Wall of Water is a 3rd level spell.
Where? What's from what book?
Elemental Evil, Player's Companion.
Ah, there we go. It's
Ah.
it's a cheaty spell.
Or the Endymion.
Ah,
It's a new spell.
I see.
Who can use it?
It says evocation. It doesn't say who can use it. Not where I'm.
No, you have to
anyway.
look on who's on the spell list.
Oh, I'll have a look. That's what...
Druid, Sorcerer, and Wizard.
Oh yeah, Druid,
Ah!
Sorcerer, and Wizard. Yeah, that'll be it.
I'll take that as well then. No, I don't. I'll leave it.
Yeah, I'll have it. I don't even know what it does.
Is that
Third
when
level
they used to
spell.
hit us in the face?
You create a wall of water on the ground at a point you can see within range. Range is 60 foot. You can make the wall up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, and 1 foot thick, or you can make a ringed wall up to 20 foot in diameter, 20 foot high, and 1 foot thick. The wall vanishes when the spell ends. The wall space is difficult terrain. Any ranged weapon attack that enters the wall space has disadvantage on the attack roll, and fire damage is halved if the fire passes through the effect of the wall. To reach its target. Spells that deal cold damage that pass through the wall cause the area of the wall that they pass through to freeze solid. At least a 5 foot square section is frozen. Each 5 foot square frozen section has an AC of 5 and 15 hit points. Reduce a frozen section to 0 hit points, destroys it. When a section is destroyed, the wall's water doesn't fill it. There you go.
So you can
Okay.
make a window in it?
Or a door in it, yeah.
Or someone walking by a window.
Casting an illusion of us.
Illusion, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good fucking good.
It's ridiculous. So, Stu, did you
dear.
want that, or are you happy for me to have that?
No, you have it, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got another thing to make Ian dehilibitated. Dehilibitated, I say.
Make Ian into a potato.
The
God.
player's
No,
companion.
for spells on your class list are higher the level you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using the spellcasting ability to do them with your cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, so I need to roll a 13 with my. Okay.
Well, Ian, did you want to take a couple of spears then?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm having trouble getting my thing to pick up spears from items.
Just drag them and drop them, mate, into your.
Oh, it's
inventory.
not just showing. It's just not showing spears. They're not in the party sheet, are they?
Oh right.
No,
Okay.
because there's so many of them. But just tell me how many you want to watch. Where are you in Hardy?
Oh,
There
click
you
on
are.
add item in equipment.
That's all right.
Yeah, but it's not adding item in equipment.
all
I can
right,
add. I can
I'll take it
manually
as
add the word, but for some reason I can't seem to be.
Right,
I'm
there they
sure
are.
it's
You
Ian.
have to
me, not-
spell it.
2 spears.
Yeah.
Go on.
I got 'em, yeah, I see it.
Bit of
Got
that, and that should have automatically appeared on your
actions. Let's have a
on
look.
your
Yep,
actions
they're
page
there.
as well. All right.
Yep. Now I might as well get rid of the hand axe and javelin out of my inventory as well, because they're gone.
Right, so Kara took the other scroll. Who's got one as well? Oh, cool. Right, let's see if I can share this. There we go. Oh, that's still on the bloody scroll. And we'll try this one. No, still won't let me share the. Won't let me share the details. Right, we'll try and fix that next time. Right, okay. What are you up to, basically? Like I said, it's kind of like 4 a.m, roughly. You have had no kip. You've had you've ransacked the place as best you can.
And down these stairs.
Well, has anybody searched the inside of the sunken show last boat? Has anybody tried
No, we haven't
go
done
in
any diving.
No one's done any diving. Ian, no.
Am I
Oh,
4th level yet, Div?
Are you 4th level?
Yeah, because then I can go and swim down there.
No.
I mean, okay, I'll go and have a swim around if you guys don't mind. I'll See what I can see down there.
Don't die.
Sorry.
And whilst he's doing that, I want to. The train across the port is down, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
So I was
it's
just wanted
slower.
to smash up the machinery so it stays down.
Oh, you're gonna. Okay. It's fairly heavy. I would say if you bash a couple, have you got any pitons or spikes, iron spikes, anything like that, Phil, in your inventory?
There's some spare short swords lying around.
Yeah.
You could basically, or just jam something. If you've got a couple of iron spikes, something like that.
I've got some pitons if you want to borrow
Yeah,
some.
just jam. You can jam those in. Cross a couple off.
Yeah. Oh, I've got 7 anyway. Yeah.
Okay. You can jam those into the mechanism.
Okay.
Just stop it turning, all that sort of bollocks.
If anybody needs to borrow pitons or torches, I've got that covered.
I'm just following with Hardy.
Okay, so Ian, you want to go skinny dipping at 4 in the morning in these dark waters, yes?
I will activate my light following thing properly, so it is going to follow this time. Now, I'll leave all my backpack on the side.
Yep.
So at least I'm not going to be taking down like 32 torches and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Now, have I ever tried swimming in splint armor before?
No, and you know that you're not going to be really able to.
Okay, then I'll take off my armor, leave that on the side as well.
Yeah. You at best, Ian, you can you can tread water in it, but there's no real guidelines for swimming in armor. It just sort of like says it's like it's difficult terrain. So you'll be a bit half speed, but to be honest with you, it's splint mail, isn't it? You're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy armor. I'll let you tread water and shit like that, but mate, it's
But not go searching in a boat. No. Fair enough. Yeah. So
Before you do that, Ian,
Yeah.
just so we're a little bit more safer. Div, with regards to find familiar, I use that to go underneath the water with that, or
what do you mean, can you?
because it's just a spirit, isn't it? It's nothing that needs to breathe, or it's a spell. So I can have a look around.
Yeah. Is it a pure spirit? Is it ghostly spirit, or is it an actual animal which counts as a spirit? So,
Let's have a look quickly. You going to spirit? A spirit that takes an animal form.
it's still an animal, mate. So it's a spirit in animal form. So if it can't breathe water, mate, it's going to drown.
So a frog could, or a fish.
Or a fish could, yes.
Yes, but then you're familiar
Or an eel.
when you go.
Octopus.
Now let's do. There's weasels.
No, weasels.
What about otter?
Beaver.
Otter.
Weasel.
Beavers make dams. They go underwater, don't they?
A
Yeah, I
sea
know, yeah.
snake.
They'll hold their breath, but
A mermaid.
I think a simple solution of frog
A
was the problem.
pufferfish.
Yeah, I'm just going to use a.
You're not doing octopus.
A stingray.
2-armed dolphin.
A two-armed dolphin.
what do you?
Mate, I'm just going to be.
Helpful
I'm going to be
suggestions.
sensible. I'm going to be sensible and just do a fish.
Right, okay.
When
When you're saying you're being sensible, that means you're like, are you casting it by the water, or are you casting it in the keep?
Yeah, no. Whilst I'm at the water, watching Hardy trying to get in there.
Watching up with his pants down, getting ready for some swimming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll stop Hardy from going in there. Yep. And then I'll go into its eyes. I'll put it in the water. Go into its eyes and swim down to the wreckage.
What's the range of?
It's 100, isn't it?
100 feet. That's plenty. From the side, from the steps going down
Yeah.
into the harbour. That's plenty. Right. So your little fishy.
That's
Did
a
you
good
wait
skill.
until Hardy got completely naked before you?
I was actually doing something else, and then I heard that. Sorry. I'll also cast guidance on myself.
Right. You have the fish like swim out across the harbour. Like the water is like absolutely freezing and very dark, very very dark. It's almost pitch black under there. The sun hasn't come up yet, but your fish kind of slowly makes its way across the harbour, and then you can see like part of like the mast of Sholo's old ship is still like breaking the surface of the water. There's like the skeletal burnt out remains of it now. You send the fish down. There's done so much damage that there's plenty of holes that you can like get into the hull of the boat. You can also see where the actual entrance, the normal door was, where they were all piling out. The door was open, so it's easy enough just to swim through the door into the cabin space. Anyway, are you going to get in the water anyway?
Yes.
Ian starts splish splashing in behind you, sort of thing.
I'm taking the help with me. Like,
Yeah, you just keep hold of it, mate. Yeah, no worries. Chris, there's a fish into the deck house.
Mm.
There's a chest in there, mate. There's a chest. It's like floating up against. It's like up at the ceiling in the corner, where it's kind of like floated up. It's got lodged in the corner by the ceiling.
Okay.
There is a chest there. That's the most interesting looking thing. The rest of it is that there's like just papers that are now actually like ruins. They're like pulp. There's just and garbage floating about. But that is the most interesting looking thing in the cabin.
Okay.
right.
So Hardy's
So-
just left, yeah?
Yeah, Hardy's swimming over.
Okay, obviously I can't hear it. I can't see him. But I know he's left because I had my hand on his shoulder, so okay.
Div, I can't believe you haven't prepared any undersea music for us to listen to on Sirenscape.
Where's fucking Sebastian?
No.
Instant
I can
copyright strike.
actually make up my own sound effects and stuff as well. I'm going to look into doing that for when we start playing after the break.
Superb.
Bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop,
Well, we don't
bloop,
even know if it
bloop.
works yet. We'll have to see. Well, obviously the fishy can't do anything with his chest.
No, but I stay by it. Yeah.
fine.
Just,
I wish I was a fishy.
Indeed.
Hurrah!
Right, Ian,
Yes.
you sort of like. I know you're bloody resistant to cold, aren't you? So
Yes.
it doesn't bother you. Like, okay, the water's very. You find it very refreshing, mate. Like
Yes.
lovely, very balmy, almost like a bath. It's like you go like swimming. You swim strongly out to the to the ruined boat, and like after taking a deep breath, you sort of like do a lot of surface dive down there. It's very murky. Even with the light, Ian, it's
Yeah.
difficult to see under there, mate. But the drift globe certainly does help. You can get your bearings easily enough, and you can see where the entrance into the hold is. Making your way in there again, the place is trashed, shit everywhere, but it's easy to spot the most interesting thing in there. Obviously, there's a chest floating up in the corner by the ceiling, and there's a small fishy just darting. It's odd because that's the only living thing you've seen since getting in the water, and there's like a small fish like darting about around the chest.
Right.
Use your
I,
new spear gun.
yeah. I
I
grabbed
just-
it.
I just spat my tea out. Use your new spear on the fish. So good.
We've got to test to see whether it works.
Yeah,
No. Yeah. I'll grab the chest and then bring it out.
sure. It's no
And,
problem. It's a little difficult. It's a little fucked up
Yeah.
to drag it out and that, but it doesn't take you too long. And by the time you get back to the surface, you still have plenty of breath left. But
Yeah.
you break surface of the water and start swimming back across the harbour towards the steps where I think just Cara still is basically.
I'll just put that on the shore.
Oh,
and
Cara,
swim
we
back.
know you like to steal Ian's Hardy's backpack and
No,
all
I'm
this
standing.
gear.
I'm holding it. Oh, I'm standing with it all, and he's
Oh, right.
blind because he's looking for his fishy.
Yeah.
She. My apologies, my lady.
Yes.
I can't hear you anyway, so yeah, I can't see you, can't hear.
And then I'll go back again. I'll have
How comes I've got this reputation?
Misgendered her.
Yes.
Div, can I carry on having a look around underneath there, mate? Or was that it? Did I have a look through the whole of that sort of ship? Is there doors, holes,
There's lots of holes where the fire like fucking
Was there any
burnt.
dead people?
cabin?
No, there was no. There's no. I was said there's no corpses in there.
Oh.
You were in like the sort of like cabin area. There's going through it. There's like a ruined sleeping area. There's some fucking like not bunks, there's like hammocks still like tied up, like floating. Just slowly like floating and drifting in the water. But there's no signs of life. There's no bodies in there. It's looks completely abandoned.
Okay.
And
I
there's
was
nothing
expecting
else.
to
of any-
see the
nothing else of
person
any
that
interest in there.
Hazes pushed off the thing has got like a splint on his leg and he's still in the bunk, drowned out.
Yeah, it's like with his gammy leg.
with his wooden splint around his leg, so he couldn't swim out, and the others left him.
Yeah, I'll have a quick look around
Yeah, sure.
outside of the ship, see if there's any tunneling or anything like that coming from the keep.
Well, yeah, I told you there's the gate. There's that
Yeah.
that grate across the
Mhm.
across like the cliff face sort of thing. There's a gate in it which is closed, but obviously like you can just swim. You can swim through the bars and then head into there's an underground stream basically that comes out behind that grating. That just heads in a northwesterly direction.
Okay.
It kind of it heads towards it heads in the keep's direction basically.
Yeah.
You're going to send your fish up there, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. In the meantime, Ian, you're out with the chest.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go back and I'll be careful about it, but I'll have another search around, even if I don't find anything. I'll have a proper, as much as I can search. While I'm above the ground, above the surface, would it make a difference if I activate the daylight on the glow globe rather than the light?
Yes, like it's a daylight spell, which is a lot more powerful than a light
Okay,
spell.
I'll do daylight spell. I'll do
Okay.
the daylight spell while I'm under the water.
All right, okay. Yeah, you can see better under there. It's still murky. It's still
Yeah.
dark. It's still not perfect, but yeah, okay. You can see better.
Yeah, I'll
especially
do
up
that,
close,
and then
like looking around the ship, you can make out a lot more detail.
yeah, I'll carry on looking around, see if I see anything. If I'm starting to like feel a little bit breathless, I'll come up. I'll do it safely.
All right, fine.
I'll not do it stupidly.
Hang on,
Sure, proper search. Even if I don't find anything, at least I'll say I've searched it.
Right, Chris. The fish is getting to the limit of your connection with it. Basically, you know you're soon going to lose connection with its senses as it's swimming as it's swimming up that underground this dark underground stream.
Okay, mate. I'm
It's pitch black in there. The fish actually can see pretty much fuck all. It hasn't got interviews or anything like that, has it? It's swimming blind. I say it's because it's a fucking fish. It's just swimming up the current sort of thing. It knows what to do basically, but it can't see fuck all, mate. It's just pitch black.
mate. I'll just bring it back to its pocket then.
Right, okay.
I'll come out of it.
Right. Ian, there's nothing of any further interest about the sunken boat.
I'll come out the water then.
Sure.
Shake myself off in front of Cara like a big hairy dog.
I don't think you're very hairy.
No, but at least something will be waving around in front of her face, you know.
Do you want to whack it round her face?
No. Just
A wild shape.
No,
How many hits you on?
I stand in front of Cara. I'm not letting Hardy show his big blue penis.
He's all
More or less
dead.
But...
And Ian can't even say it's shriveled in the cold because he doesn't care about the cold. So.
No, it doesn't.
That was invigorating.
Yeah, it was a lovely swim. It was very refreshing.
And then I'll get dressed and
okay, yeah, brilliant.
Get everything up. Right, I'm going to do something stupid now.
I want to say, when all this is going on, I'm just keeping an eye out over the parapet, anything approaching from the other direction. Okay, while this is happening.
I think a few people had said they were just over.
Okay, just in case that we were.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's still dark. The sun hasn't come up yet, gentlemen. So it's still pretty dark out there. You're all, but obviously you've got a bit of like dark vision, etc. But as far as you can see, all is quiet. But I'll keep that in mind while the other bits and pieces are going on.
Right, and right.
But you're going to do something stupid now, Ian.
Sorry, yes, I'm going to say, is the chest locked?
It is locked.
Oh, move. If I gently move her with me away if she's still blind.
No,
I'm not blind. I'm with you.
She's out of her trance. Right, no, you see Hardy like plus his chest down. He gets dressed and that, and no one else has touched it at the moment. So he goes over there and he tries to clasp on the chest. He's like, no, it's locked.
Is it
It's waterlogged and locked.
Is it a like padlock or is it lock on it?
Locked.
Right.
It's locked.
Do we have anybody? I ask Silent as I see him running away. Do we have anybody that knows how to open locks?
I think Thomas can. He's
I'll
up on the
shout out.
walls.
I shout out, Thomas, I've got a chest that's locked. Do you want to have a look?
I'd take the chest to Thomas.
Does Thomas want the chest?
I'm asking him first. I'm
It's
shouting it
just
out.
bringing the bomb to Thomas.
I actually don't believe I can open chests, so I don't know why
Oh.
people think I can.
I think
Well,
it's silver. It was silver.
Well,
Yeah,
Thomas,
silver.
you are a
No,
pro.
I have no skills.
I've shouted it out so anybody can
Yeah.
hear.
I feel silver. Take it to silver.
Yeah.
I knew it was
me.
one of the murderers.
Actually, I've been
Sorry, what was
picking
that?
locks with silver anyway. I should have known. Silver.
Yes, no worries. I'll give it a go.
Mate, I'm
I've
very
got-
far away from this.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to stand back as well.
I do my usual routine and stay with silver.
Just so I know, Dave, where are you doing this? By the way, just
Well,
it might make a difference. It might not. It might. I might just be asking just to, you know.
Where are you?
Get the life out of you.
Where are you fiddling with this chest?
At the
Just
base
so
of a
I know.
tower, so then it explodes and brings the tower down on the people
Yeah, yeah.
hiding in the building.
exactly that.
Chris, how close are you to
Would-
silver?
I'm
We'll
gonna
take-
be right close with her.
Why? So that both of you can blow up and possibly die at the same time?
That's all right.
I'll
That's
check
all right.
in the
Why
traps.
won't you be there to go and help save their life, but not get hit? So that's not two people being hit at once.
Go on.
Check.
Drop the wisdom perception in the or whatever in the.
Yeah, wisdom. Investigation would be probably a better one, would it not? Or
Um,
perception. I can do
Yeah,
perception.
yeah.
That's right. I'll do perception. And
No, it's
grab it.
perception to find it.
Session to find it, then investigation.
I move away.
Disable.
Thomas is upset about it. I move away.
I'm not upset. I'm just being
No, you got a good point. No, makes sense.
sensible. Instead of one person being hit,
You're walking up. You walk away, Corey. You can hear a bit of like tinkering at
Yeah.
the chest as you go.
Got
all
my
it
little tools
looks-
out.
Yeah. Apart from it's going to be probably a little more difficult to open, you reckon, because it's waterlogged. But
Okay.
apart from that, you don't see anything. You don't see anything wrong with it.
All right. I'll try.
Go on, little
To,
foostal. Little foostal check,
Yeah,
mate.
the dice tower it goes.
Yeah, it made it a little bit more of a challenge, but for you for your deft fingers and skills, it's no problem whatsoever. And with a faint click, you release the lock, and the lid just like groans open slightly.
Okay, I'll open it up and have a look inside.
Okay, inside loose silver, loose gold, and a potion bottle you can immediately recognise as a potion of healing.
Superb. We'll add the gold and the silver to the party gold and silver, and I'll replace
Yeah.
my
Hang on, mate.
potion of healing. Sorry.
Let me just chuck it. Right, did that appear in the? Yeah, that should have appeared in the party inventory now.
Yes. No?
Silver, you have one now, yeah?
I'll grab
Oh,
that potion of
yeah.
healing, yeah, because I
Okay,
used
mate.
mine on thingy, didn't I?
Right, yeah, drag it. Just same as anyone wants anything from that inventory, just drag it into their character's inventory. That's how it works.
There we go. It's in there now.
For stuff that's actually worth money, which is now everything apart from the mysterious notes, because you've got lots of gems, those books that are worth a bit of money. If you leave them there where they are, and then when you get back to a town and want to sell them, I can adjust all the pricing for it automatically. It will sell them all off, and it will all be shoveled over to coins, gold coins.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Although, if people do want to steal and take little bits and pieces for themselves, then by all means do so.
All right.
Well, okay, yeah. So there was some silver and gold in the chest.
Okay.
It was 95 gold and 190 silver for those that are interested.
Superb. And that's already been added to the party lead.
That's been added as well.
There weren't any false bottoms in the chest or anything, was there?
You sort of you give it a knock on the bottom. No.
Okay, cool.
That was nice. Nice swim, a little bit cold. That was good.
Yeah, so
Right.
it was worth having a look.
Yes. Then I guess I better have a look at this mysterious note with the handwriting that's really stupid, apparently.
Can see that. I can just copy that into. If
Is that
someone
another mysterious note, is it?
no.
No, it's all right.
No, it's the other
Right,
one.
okay.
I think
No, that's the
Phil-
one with the
Philip-
bad handwriting, isn't it?
Phil Ian wasn't
Oh,
around
okay.
to see it. Yes, it's got very odd well, not bad handwriting, but it's an odd way of writing.
Okay. And we reckon it's from.
What is odd about the writing?
Mixture of capitals and
the way it's written, like capitals and just how it's written, basically.
Basically, somebody that doesn't write very well, like me, in real life.
What we should do is,
But it's not someone reading it. It's they obviously know what they want to say. They're not. It's not. This person isn't stupid. It's not like a thicko who can't fucking
not like
read
me.
or write or anything like that. It's just an odd way of writing things, like the
we
the
say we're going
capitals
to
are
go
all in
and
the
do a
wrong
sponsored
places,
run,
etc.
and we get everyone to write down their signatures and sponsor us. We can get a sample of everyone's handwriting from the whole village.
A sponsored run.
We do know.
To help the children.
The thing is, at least we know where they are, though, because they're here in town.
Run.
Do you think the sheriff might recognise the writing?
That's my theory.
Well, the thing is, we need to see the sheriff's writing first.
I feel like there's something more with it in terms of the oddness of the writing. If it's not intelligence, then is it cipher? That's what it feels like.
Are we? Okay, now.
So someone mentioned that last time we played, Brad,
say,
and you had to look at the letters that were capitalised, and you couldn't. It didn't make sense. It was
but not capitalised then.
Well, there's loads of them, mate. So that's true.
Yeah. Okay. With me and Stu being educated locally in that town, is it like any chance that we might have recognised that person's handwriting because we were educated, mate, by the teachers and stuff?
It's you don't recognise the handwriting. You don't recognise the handwriting.
Okay, that was a good question, though, because we did.
Yeah, no, you don't. I think you asked that already, Stu. If you knew who it was, and no, you haven't got a clue.
Okay,
unfortunately.
I think Ian made it more eloquently though, because he said about us being educated there. So we would, because we grew up there, and so therefore, like the teachers and stuff are more writing. Where I just said, "Do I know who it is?" So
yeah.
So Ian explained it a bit
better. Does someone actually want to drag that note into their inventory, please? I don't care who it is, Ian. Ian, if you're looking at it at the moment, just drag that note into your inventory, mate.
Does he then explode?
Well done.
Who's just Rhapsody just
now been cursed for owning.
Yeah, I blow up.
Oh, have you taken? Oh, Rhapsody's nicked it.
Rhapsody took it before I got a chance to.
Ah, well, as you know, I don't want to start. You know, I don't want to start anyone thinking, but it's like as Ian, you're looking with it with silent, trying to like, does anyone recognise his handwriting? All of a sudden, fucking Rhapsody just like almost snatches it out of your grasp and then stuffs it down her front.
Yeah, blows a kiss at you.
a bit abrupt.
A bit of scare arousal.
I'm not a quick reader. All right, but Rhapsody's got it now. I lose interest.
Can you read it, Rhapsody?
Yes.
What's that thing with the lemon juice and the secret letters?
There are lemons in the kitchen. You're pretty sure you saw lemons amongst the fruit and food and the rations in the kitchens that you found.
Are we going to?
Yeah, but will we destroy the note?
Covering it in lemon juice and jizz. Sit on fire trying to dry it all.
And then they go, "Where's your proof?"
Yes, we jizzed on it and burnt it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It hasn't actually become a note in my inventory though. It's just
what, mate?
It just says new item now in my inventory.
That's very odd.
Why did the Mong with the Mac pick the note up, hey?
Is this a joke?
Mong with the Mac.
I think it's something to do with the Mac.
I can see it as a mysterious note, Phil.
I'm blaming the Mac.
All right, maybe.
Up the top.
Maybe it's the Mac.
It's in alphabetical order, so mysterious note would be right at the top, mate.
Rhapsody, do you have a healing potion?
Yes, I think so.
Can you just check for me?
He does, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it is that. It must be something else. A mysterious item I've got. No, it's gone now. Maybe it took a while to upload. That's probably what's happened. I can read the mysterious note.
Brad, do you have one?
What?
A healing potion?
No.
Okay.
All I was going to say was, are we not in a bit of risk at the town then if they know who we are and where we're living?
This is someone from the town.
Yeah.
It's not just they know who we are. It's someone in the town.
Okay.
But the thing I was going to ask about that is they're talking about like that we've removed the puppet from the Eyrie. Isn't that the spire thing? Which that happened after That happened after we'd routed the people in Red Larch from the mines type thing.
Yes.
So
So
someone
it's got to
else
be
is
somebody
still
else.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, but how many people actually got locked up?
Only about 3.
Who is still there? Who's still free to be able to do this sort of writing out
The
information? Who do
mayor.
we not?
Could be anyone. That's the problem.
The mayor wasn't usurped from being the mayor, was he? You know, the
Which
one
one
with
was
the
the mayor?
hat.
Yeah, there's no mayor as such, but he was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of the senior old fogies. But last you knew, he had been sort of like didn't have any title to be stripped, but no one was paying any was going to pay him any heed, and he along with a few others were under investigation.
Yeah, but we never, as far as we're aware, we went off, but we don't know that any of them actually have had anything.
No, you don't, because you all
No.
bugger. You've been away for quite a while actually.
And also,
Quite a
we
while.
haven't
We
even
need to
checked
go
if the
back.
sheriff.
Oh,
I think we need to
also,
check the sheriff's
gents, on the
handwriting.
you know the valley map, the Desserin Valley map that you've got,
Mhm.
which I put some I put little pin
Pins.
marks on.
Yeah.
There are some that not all of them, but some of them are worth reading again. Just have a look through. And it does give little bits and pieces, putting some, not all of it, but putting some of the jigsaw together. For example, you were wondering about the monastery, when the monastery mentioned. There has been mention of a monastery previously that is noted down on the on that Desserin Valley map.
Div, the Summit Hall pin doesn't have anything on it. There's a pin in the green that's a little bit up the road from there that doesn't have anything on it.
It should do. Summit Hall in green should have loads on.
No, if I click on it,
No, it
nothing
doesn't.
comes up.
The
Really?
Sumber Hills does.
Yeah, some of them do, but Summit Hall,
Summit
you
Hall
click it,
doesn't.
nothing happens.
No,
Really?
you can't even see it. And the
if you
same.
click the other one above, that doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Riverguard Keep does. It's got quite a few things on it. Feathergale
have you-
Spile has.
There's two in Feathergale Spile.
Yeah.
One of them does, one of them doesn't.
Three Sisters.
And then you
Forever
got
in Red Larch.
Knoll Tracks and Shallow Graves.
Yeah.
That does.
The weird one that's in the middle, just above Barge Right In. That's got nothing now. Not at Barge Right In, the one above it.
Yeah.
That's got nothing. Barge Right In doesn't have anything. Womford doesn't have anything.
What? None of it.
No,
there's
five. There's 5 that I've counted. So the pin above Summit Hall, the pin above Barge Right, and Womford all have nothing.
That's very odd. All right, I'm going
Only
to
the
look
ones, mostly the ones around Red Larch are the ones that have stuff.
That work.
All right, okay.
And the Sumber Hill.
Because I was looking at those before and they didn't have anything.
Yeah, they don't even have like labels, do they? That pop
if
up.
You click
You
on
know,
it,
like
it doesn't come up the box.
Yeah.
As you mouse over some of them,
Sisters.
the ones that you mouse over and that have a label come up, like the Laws of Lance Rock, that you can then click. But the others, as Stuart mentioned, say, if you look at Womford and Barge Right, it changes to the hand as if you could click it.
How many pins are on Barge Right and Womford?
I've got one on each.
One on each, and then one above Barge Right.
Yeah.
One above. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
On the Callum Road.
Which should say Bandit Encampment.
No.
And my Womford's not working either. And no Barge Right. The only ones that are working for me are
all on the left.
On the left-hand side, yeah.
On Bandit's just come up.
Yeah, Bandit Encampment has just come up.
I always find
it's all popping up now.
In small places, like, don't you reckon that the best people who are just naughty, who hear everything, are either who is the I don't know their names, but the guy that runs like the sheriff type thing.
Sheriff?
In where are you? Where's your? Is that him?
Harburg is the sheriff, and the
I
sheriff
would
and the
take
butcher.
Either someone that works for him, or people that run the taverns or work in the
taverns
tavern.
are referenced in the letter. The taverns are a reference at the beginning of the letter of that bitch's place, as in where we're staying. So it's probably not likely to her.
But they're always that's where they hear all the gossip. You know, they don't have to do anything to get gossip. They just work.
Who was that? When Clara turned into a spider and went into somebody's house, and there was loads of writing going on.
That was the old
lady who you've got.
I get what you mean, Thomas, but I don't think Harbuck would call me a gay runt. I think he'd have a bit more colourful language than that.
Right, gents, could you try some of these links now?
I've got them all up on
It's
screen.
all-
I'm gonna read through
It
them.
all popped up, Div. Whatever you did, it made it pop up. Everything pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've now
Yeah.
got about 8 notes all across
Yeah.
my thingy.
And you can scroll across on the bottom of them as well without having to click on the pin. The next page.
I'm hoping the pins should work as well now as
Yeah,
well.
The
they do.
pins are working now.
Yeah.
They are.
The feuders.
Yeah, working there as well, mate.
Yeah, the pins are good. Sorry about that.
Offender
gentlemen.
storage is
Sorry.
not.
I thought they were made public anyway.
Now we need to do Control F, type monastery.
Div, could you just help me with distributing these healing potions, if that's okay?
What do you
Do
need,
I
mate?
just drag the healing potions? Do I just drag the dragon's head over to who I want to give it to? Right.
It's the dragon's head. No, drag them to the party sheet inventory, mate.
Okay. Cool.
And then whoever needs them can then.
All right. So,
Oh, I could use one.
Jesus, it's for you, mate. One coming over. Nope. Let me try again. It's in the inventory sheet for you, mate.
How many are you sharing, Chris?
I'm just going to double check now. Stu, have you got one? He's gone. Stuart?
He obviously doesn't need because this is a cleric.
Yeah, a bit of Rhapsody. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm Australian now.
You've got one.
That was brilliant. Dear.
Brad, your healing potion's in the inventory, mate.
In my
You there?
inventory.
In the party sheet.
Oh,
Just
okay.
take it and then drag it into your thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, anyway. Thomas, you got one?
I got what?
Have you got a healing potion, mate?
No, I'm out.
Okay, there's one for you as well, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's in the party sheet.
I'm going to grab it. It's quick, like Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, you did say you had one, didn't you?
yeah, no, I'm all right.
Yeah, cool.
I
Oh,
don't.
It's created another potion of healing for me.
That's fine, Con.
Thank you.
Norris?
Just so you know, the best I can do if anybody needs healing is just the Goodberry. Right, still trying to find any other.
Right. Okay. So it's about 4:30 in the morning now. Let's say.
Is it bedtime?
Yeah, you are all pretty knackered. But it has to be said.
Why don't
Where are
we
we
cook
gonna
something in the
sleep?
kitchen?
We have a whole castle.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's very safe here. Do you think?
Can't think of anywhere else that's going to be much safer.
I guess.
Where we slept last night.
Yeah, let's go back to the clump of grass.
You've got your little hidden encampment about an hour away, haven't you?
Really? We have a whole castle.
That
Yeah,
could
I
be
would just stay
compromised
here,
though,
I'd have-
because something left, didn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Bit of
Something
track.
left.
So they may have already tracked us to that place.
Yeah. Stay here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should
okay.
stay here.
Just find the
Wait.
most defensible part of
Yeah.
this place, and
Don't forget we've got the
bed
slaves
down.
as well. We've got the slaves to pick up.
you know, as long as we keep watch, we'll be fine. He says.
I think everyone's still on the map. If you want to double click on yourself, so
I am. Yeah, I'm already on that map.
yeah, I think everyone should still be on there basically. If you're not, let me know.
Yeah, I'm back.
I wasn't really looking. I'm too busy reading all this stuff.
I don't think I'm on the map.
Let's remember that room we found with the bunk beds. That seemed fairly secure, didn't it? Had just the 2 entrances. It's just bed down there.
We've still got all the servants, have we?
They're still in their dormitory.
That's fine.
But they've been no trouble. They're sort of like terrified basically.
I'll go and
Almost
make tea and
appear
coffee.
to be terrified. They're just keeping themselves to themselves in the bunk room in the dormitory.
Would you like some hot cocoa before we go out in the morning?
They certainly would, Stu. Yes,
I'll do that then. I'll make them some cocoa.
that's very very kind, mate. Thank you. Yeah, no, they thank you for your kindness.
Right.
None of them are armed or anything like that, Stu. You can see they're all like fucking couple of old biddies, and there's 3 young men, either teenagers in their early 20s.
Discounts Thursdays, the say as I give him a cocoa.
Actually, Thomas thinks he recognises. He's not 100% sure, but he thinks he recognises the young lads as sort of like loudmouths and little troublemakers from Womford.
Great. Now Thomas will want to kill him.
Offending him.
They weren't part of they were like loudmouth little chav sort of thing, and like full of bravado, but they weren't any of the they weren't part of the child gang that beat Thomas up.
Who's this? Sorry, the chefs.
Yes, the chefs and the servants. 3 of them are like young men, like either like teenage boys or in their early 20s. You reckon you recognise them as sort of some little fucking like puffs from Womford, little loudmouth bastards from Womford. You can't be sure, but you.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
It'll be in his book.
Yeah.
If they're in his book, then it'll be sure.
The null tracks and shallow graves pin, is that working, gentlemen? If you click on that,
Yes.
does that bring up information?
It did, yeah.
That did, yeah. Oh, jolly good.
Did we go to the place of the battle that they said in the monastery? Just reading that. She provided the location of the battle site so you could investigate yourself.
Well, that should be up. Can you see the ambush site? North.
Yeah, that's where we went.
West.
That's where we went.
Yeah, I wasn't in that one though.
No, you weren't.
Does that? If you click on that.
Yeah, I got the information now. I'm gonna read it.
Cool. Excellent.
Weren't
I'm
that
just
them
trying to read through all
bony
these
creatures?
Say again.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Say again.
Bony creatures.
Bony creatures. What?
Yeah, they had some
Yeah.
like
Yeah, if you read, if you read
Yeah,
the
I'll just read
information,
it. Read it because that was.
it's a lot easier to read rather than try and understand fucking Silence accent.
The crazy man.
Even when it's in English and he's just talking normally. Right. Right. Quick question: if we're going to prepare for a long rest, the last long rest I slept in my armor. So, am I able to do that 2 nights in a row, or will that give me exhaustion?
You start getting exhausted, mate.
Oh, I won't sleep in my armor then.
No.
Right, I'll choose not to this.
It's not advisable to. I know a lot of the others can. They're all in just leather or stuff.
Yeah, no, I'll not sleep in my armor tonight.
Okay. Right. Do you have an area you're going to bed down and sleep in, gentlemen?
I just think where the servants are.
You're just going to nick their beds, yeah?
What about the keep? That was quite defensive.
That is in the keep. The servants' quarters are part of the keep.
Sorry, I meant the. Where was the one where you had all the battle with all the sharp spikes?
Yeah, that's the keep. That's the keep.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Right, hold on. So the note in Feathergate Spa. Oh, sorry, I've got a lolly in my mouth. That's why I said spire. So wrong. That wasn't an accent. Maricosa, we're pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. The noble woman from Mirabar is an interesting tale to tell, and we should enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close eye on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what our enemy is planning next, and do not trust Grimjaw and his thugs at Riverguard Keep. They helped the monks across the river. Who are the monks across the river?
I don't think we found them.
Yeah,
We keep finding monks.
Do you remember when Ian lit his torch?
Yeah.
There's a special episode. Those were monks because they were knocking out our arrows out of the air.
Right.
So they might not be monks, but they were whipping out arrows and stuff.
They
and
were
catching
monks,
them.
but they
Stu, it doesn't say the monks across the river. It says the monks cross the river.
That's quite an important.
It is
spelling
an
mistake.
important. It is.
Sorry, not spelling mistake.
Which also ties in
Interpretation.
with. I'm going to help you out here. Also ties in with a little note from the ambush site.
Could you give us a couple of months to read through?
I actually thought all this sort was public anyway. All the green pins. I didn't realise that no one could see anything on them. It's like, oh god.
I was looking at this a minute ago as well. Before all this came up, I was sitting there looking through it, kind of looking through this information.
I said I've asked a few times about the ones. I didn't realise the other ones, but there was the what one?
I do apologise. The only one now that won't have any information on is where you are with the Riverguard Keep pin. That won't have any information on it at the minute.
The strange symbol, the smaller carrying Khan, contained the body of a slain human female dressed in what appeared as monk's robes, and wearing a strange gilded tin mask shaped like a gargoyle. You're sure you've seen this symbol before?
Is that
the gargoyle symbol?
No, the symbol, Stuart, not the thingy, the symbol, not the mask.
Yeah, that's what I said. Where have we seen the symbol before? If I go to the outside of the keeper inn and have a look and see if there's like a big flag or something.
But there was there is a symbol, a strange symbol in the chapel.
Oh, is there?
It's not that one.
Oh god, does that just add more fucking clues? Where have we seen this gargoyle before?
Do we not remember, Div, where we've seen that symbol?
So right, okay.
You are sure you have seen the symbol somewhere before?
You reckon you've seen that carved into a corpse's forehead in the caves underneath Red Larch?
That's what I thought. To do with the one where the skeleton blew up with us, that thing, whatever it was, and then a guy with a mask.
Yeah, the guy with the mask.
Blew himself up.
Yeah.
There was the skeleton holding the orb that we've got, the light orb. So that's why I was thinking it was around there.
That was Lance Rock. But that symbol, you've seen how you're thinking about it. You saw that was carved into some poor dead bugger's forehead. When you found the dead bodies underneath Red Larch.
Masked figures, Lord of Lance Rock, Tomb of Standing Stones, Red Larch Wankers.
So is the Summit Hall? That's not the monastery we keep hearing about.
Well, people were asking. There's obviously there's Summit Hall, and there's something apparently called the Sacred Stone Monastery.
But are they the same thing?
I don't think so.
Dun dun dun.
What did he call out when he died?
Now, I wasn't here for the Lord of Lance.
Oh, fucking hell.
It was someone's name or something like that.
Yeah, it was.
Screamed out someone's name.
Any signs of that around the church area?
That name, no.
Is it possible that Summit Hall could be the thingy monastery?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think there's something else we're missing.
Now, Hardy wasn't around for the Lord of Lance Rock. There says a strange sigil image.
It's on the map. Look on the...
Yeah, in the Tomb of the Standing Stones, the symbol, is the same one that you found at the ambush site.
If you go to a Red Larch player's map, it's one of the ones in the corner. I don't know what ones we found and what ones we haven't. And then there's the underpants that's in the compass. That was another symbol we found as well.
Well, the bloke shouted out he sort of like committed his soul and spirit to ogre amok is what he shouted. Is what he shouted out.
Is that a deity, Div?
You don't recognise it. You don't recognise the name, even with your little background. Your little background with your mate at the church, Joe. No, that's not a deity or a.
He's a wannabe god.
Or a god that you recall or remember.
I'm still as confused as I was before you've given us all this extra information.
That's all right. I expected that.
I expected nothing.
Like I said, I didn't say all the information was there. I said there's more bits of the jigsaw get placed together.
On the map,
there is a jigsaw. We don't have the box. We don't know what the image is. We're not sure we've got all the pieces.
You've started with the pieces in the middle rather than doing the straight bits around the edge
I'm pretty
first.
sure we've got 3 jigsaws that we're trying to put together.
Jigsaw.
And you're only allowed to visit it every 2 weeks for 4 hours.
Isn't this that's Rallet's speech, isn't it? You don't know who we are or what we're doing or what we're up to.
Well, where are you sleeping, guys? In the dormitory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where are we going to keep watch? How are we going to watch 4 walls? How many of us?
We don't have to watch 4 walls. We just have to watch
3.
Watch the front of the keep that we're in.
They could come back from that river, though. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Got watchtowers, haven't they?
We'll go and get one of the ladders, and we'll bring it into the keep.
Yeah. Once you've got the ladders in, remember that the main gate's still closed. You never breach the main gate. That gate and portcullis are absolutely solid. No one's getting through them. The only way in, other than scaling the walls, would be coming in by boats, which Rhapsody's made a little easier by jamming the mechanism open.
So we can be assaulted by sea.
Some Navy SEALs could come in.
Yeah, but what about that? They've disappeared. We think they might have gone away.
Well, that's the other thing. There's a secret door leading down those stairs into that cave with the underground stream.
That's why the keep is the best place to hold up.
Now you reckon you made an educated guess that if you follow, from that landing that you found, if you follow it downstream, that comes out into the harbour where the bars are, where that grate is.
Yeah.
Can we secure that?
What's upstream though into the darkness is anyone's guess.
Upstream, I thought you said east. I mean west.
Northwest.
Well, northwest is upstream. That heads like the deep. That just heads away from the river, basically.
Upstream is not a direction.
And smite.
Okay.
Can we secure that secret exit? Maybe lock that door somehow so they
That's
can't.
what I'm saying. The thing, Phil. If we hold up in the keep, then if anything comes through that door, then at least that way they're not going to pile in through the door. We'd have them fighting at the doorway. Would be better defended there, and would also be better defended than anything that comes in from the outside from the big door.
Okay.
That's the central point, I think.
Okay.
Anywhere
But
else.
we've got no escape.
We got escape because there's escape out the back doors of it. The other ones you tried to go and open, couldn't open.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's multiple ways out of that place.
Yeah, no,
I
I think we should be in
handing
the
out
keep.
cocoa to everyone.
I'm gonna take the balcony. I'm gonna start on the balcony. Just watch point.
Yeah, I think we just keep on the balcony. Was the most defensible point they had. Be the most defensible point if we need it.
Yeah, there's from the keep floor. All right, the doors are all booted down. The doors are smashed into the main doors are smashed into the keep.
All right.
So that nothing can really be done about that. But up on the balcony, you've got the 2 staircases, from the floor, which are easily defended by one person at each top of each stairwell. And you've also at the top, remember, you could head into another like bunk room, and it heads out the door, heads out onto the western battlements.
That's right.
Now that door can just be shut and locked and bolted because that wasn't damaged.
Okay.
Yeah, where Rhapsody is now, basically. So,
Where we go.
once you shut that door onto the battlement, all you've got to worry about is the 2 stairwells, and you can all like sleep on the balcony if you want. Not particularly comfortable, but
I'll make sure all the lights, all the torches out.
I think someone went round and put out all the torches in the end. Yeah.
Yes, but I have a huge daylight spell on.
Turn that off when we go to beddy buys.
Yeah, you're going to do that, okay?
Yeah.
Fine. So everyone's kipping up top on the balcony. You've got the servants and the slaves still. Well, not slaves. The servants and that are in their bunk room, and everyone.
And I tell them not to walk around at night, or they might get taken for an enemy and killed on the spot.
We're dealing with multiple cults here. Reading all this stuff.
Yeah, we knew that.
The Feather Girl Spy. Yeah, but I'm just trying to picture how many and why they're against each other.
I think there are eight
Yeah.
of them.
8.
Yes.
Yes.
Conviction.
We do watches as well, Div, for sure.
I've got I've got the watch numbers and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does your daylight spell last for, Ian?
I'm just looking it up. It's just a normal spell. I can turn it off if I want.
Yeah. I think people will want you to when they're trying to get some
Yes,
sleep.
if we're going near me too, I'll turn it off when I go to sleep.
Cool.
Because it was practically dawn, I'll just assume it's not until next dawn. I won't get it back again.
Right. Okay.
So, reading the Feathergale Spire one, it talks about there's a note there that says about the pleased to hear the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult. We know one of them's called the Black Earth cult. And then it talks about the noble woman captured from Mirabar with an interesting tale to tell. Then it says, keep a close watch on the sacred stone monastery. Want to know what our enemy is planning, and do not trust Grimjaw and these thugs, the River God keep. So I think there's something in between Feather God and this keep that is the monastery.
Oh, there's the map.
For it in the morning.
I don't know how we find it though.
Interrogate all these people.
Yeah, it's a big the old Badlands of the Sumber Hills. It's difficult finding your way around in them.
I'm gonna keep going through this till I eventually find some clue. I'm gonna Sherlock it.
No, well done, Jesus. You're in the right direction, mate. Well done.
Yeah, I'll just have my kip and do my watch.
Right. Okay. So everyone's ready for the kip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Splendid.
Now he starts filling up the map.
I'm also looking where it says how long it takes to put my armor back on.
10 minutes,
10
isn't it?
minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Shit. Okay, guys, hold up the fight for 10 minutes.
Right. Everyone has good sleep. There are no interruptions. You're a little nervous. People on the watch, keep looking down towards the both the smashed main doors and trying to keep an eye on the down below where the secret door is and the secret stairs are. But all is quiet, and everyone gets a good a good kip. So by the time you've had that, what is it? It's midday. It's midday now, gents.
Oh, wow.
Let's
Div, I'm going to prepare my spells then, yeah?
Which ones were you preparing, mate? I'll let you do it while the long rest is going on.
Yeah.
And you were also going to have a look at one of the potions.
The potions, yeah. The potion that's not
Identified.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about something else.
You see it, Chris? It's in your inventory, mate.
Inventory. Yes, I do. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know what spells you're going to be preparing for the day, mate.
Will do, mate. I'll read that in a minute. I'll do my spells first.
Yeah, cool. All right, so but yeah, it's around midday by the time you're all rested and you've breakfasted. Everyone's feeling a lot better.
Cool.
Have the servants gone off and done anything?
No, but they're actually when they see that you're awake, they actually sort breakfast. They sort breakfast out for you. They sort a meal out for you.
I help.
There's plenty of supplies to go round, so that they do you a real good like slap up hearty breakfast. It's like fantastic, mate.
Right.
I'm also just going to share. I'm going to share the coins out as well.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll ask them if they know where the monastery is.
You get very blank looks, Ian. Is like one of the young idiots says, "Well, is this a monastery where we are now?
No.
I don't know."
Silly boy.
My spells are done, mate.
Who said
What?
what?
I don't know where the monastery is either.
What the
The
workers?
The
Yeah, they don't know.
Like one of the older women after you've done breakfast, he's sort of asking you, "Will we be going home soon? Will we be going home today?"
We'll take them home now.
Did they get to see anyone else attacking the castle? Was there anyone else that potentially attacked?
They say that no one's ever attacked the keep before.
Twice.
No one's been so foolhardy. they tell you
foolhardy or heroic.
I think heroic.
Yeah,
Not just attack the keep. We attacked it twice on consecutive nights.
The old lady is certainly gazing upon you, Jesus, as a hero.
Why do people keep calling me a foolhardy?
They tell you that no one's been foolhardy or brave enough to attack the keep before.
Do they normally get to see anyone else coming or going, or are they always just kept away so they don't see anything?
They tell you that the keep sometimes has visitors. That they mention Sholar as a regular visitor.
Any other visitors?
They tell you that Sholar was friends with Jolliver, who's Jolliver Grimjaw. Sholar and Grimjaw were good friends. Other than that, visitors really were just ne'er-do-wells, scumbags, outlaws, bandits.
Just odd, random ones. None of them that they would visit, and most of them would join up. Most of them would join up to the band. Oh, okay, just random recruitment.
Yeah, basically. But as for any other visitors, no, not really. Not that they know of.
Is there? I take it there's not one boat's sunk, but the other boat is that there or is that gone?
That went.
Yeah.
God, there's no boat. Sorry,
no boats.
I can't say something.
We believe Sholar got away on that one because he didn't appear for the second half of the fight.
Okay. And then we've got one rowing boat in the secret passage.
You have a rowing boat moored in the little secret cave down below.
I don't know if it's worth taking that somewhere and hiding it.
Actually,
I'm not carrying that.
It isn't going to. All of you aren't going to fit in it. It's a 6-man boat. It can take 6 people, but 8 get in there. But it's going to be a little crowded.
I don't need to get in there. I can fly.
It's tight down there, Dave.
Well, if there's enough room for them to row, it must be enough room for me to fly.
I'm happy to get in the water.
Yeah. You could, but you might find yourself all of a sudden coming up on a low ceiling or something like that.
Okay.
You don't know what's up there, but
I think we need to go investigate.
in a pinch
this.
you could, Dave. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's not make that decision just yet then.
No, there's no need.
Is it worth making the fort uninhabitable, like getting rid of the beds and stuff?
Well, I was
really
going to say
gonna
because people are probably thinking, okay, I know we've had this before. It's like,
Free real estate.
We've got a fort. We own a castle now. Which, yeah, you do. But how are you going to keep it?
Yeah.
Now, I will say, or like point you in a direction. There is somewhere that you've been to that has a garrison of soldiers,
Which is just across the river.
who might be willing
Summit Hall.
to help out in that sort of regard.
That's the Knights of
Buy
Samula.
Wait,
It might not
buy
be.
it from us.
It might not be. No,
Oh.
it might not be free. That they they might help you out with guarding the place while you're not there. It's like you can say, all right, we've won this fault. It's our fault, but
Until the next bandits take it over.
Exactly. Otherwise, you're going to have to leave it abandoned.
Dilapidated shithole. Let's just leave it.
Yeah, what do we want with a fort? Ah, that was what I was going to ask. Where did the piggy come from?
We have
Is there
no
a-
idea.
Is there a piggy stables in here?
So what piggy stables?
Yeah.
You came across ruined stables.
Does it look like piggy stables?
No, there was the roof was collapsed, and there were no horse. There were no horses, let alone piggies, in the stables. Stu.
So
There was no sign. I think the word you're looking for is a sty.
that's what I meant.
There's no there are no signs of any sort of livestock or cages for livestock, anything like that at all anywhere in the fort.
So the pig didn't
I'm
come
just,
from in
I'm
here.
just assuming it's some sort of druid,
Well, I thought it.
that can-
Yeah, could have been. Yeah.
like a thingy,
I thought that was in your
Like
adventure.
thingy.
like Kara.
I misgendered her. You couldn't even remember her
A game thing, though, mate. I couldn't remember it as Kara, Knit, or So
Just a generic small girl.
Yes.
That's what Chris plays. Are there small girls in Traveller as well, Div?
Oh, if you like, you can be whatever you like.
There will be.
There you go, Chris. There we go.
There will be.
There will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if traveller is anything, you've got to be careful of what we'll get. She's deadly.
Well, it's up to you. You can abandon the fort. If I know some people have mentioned, oh yeah, we got we've won a fort. We got this fort. How do we keep hold of it? That's one way of sort of like paying some mercenaries or someone else to be a garrison.
I think we should let the Knights of Samuel know about it because they might want to protect the area and use it as a base.
Well, they
can
do.
let them-
The knights did say that when you visited, that they patrol the area, guarding against
Yeah.
bandits and roustabouts. And
They can use that as a place, and we won't charge them any money.
yeah, there you go. We won't
What we
charge them
do-
any money,
We don't charge them any money, but they
and
can
they can use it as a base of operations.
Exactly.
well,
I think that should be our next step.
well, they might need one. There's a fortified keep on the other side of the river. Oh
Do you-
yeah, that
Yes.
might be an idea if you want to
That's
put
what
that
we
forward
should
to them next
suggest.
time you're there,
Yeah.
if ever.
I think we need. Well, don't we need to escort these people somewhere?
Yeah.
So if
Yes,
we escort them
they want to go home.
home,
They t-
Romford.
Romford.
right, so we need to cross the river. So if we go via Summit Hall and let the Knights of Samuel know what we've done and that it's cleared and that we've got rid of pirates and we've got rid of bandits, they can use that. We let them use it free, but it's our place, just so they know.
I wonder if the halflings have gone back to Romford as well because we didn't kill any. I don't know how many of those we killed.
You managed to.
We killed one or two.
Yeah, you
Good
got a
heart.
couple. You got a couple
I
of them.
think Silver got a few, didn't he?
Yeah,
She.
Remember, they were
Oh.
burning on the boat.
but
Not anymore though.
Shoala, you definitely didn't get. Shoala was still at large,
What was the boss's? The boss of the
and Pike, the little
There we
bastard, Connor,
go.
you absolutely fucking hate.
and him.
He was wounded, but then disappeared
Yeah, that's right.
and wasn't seen for the remainder of the fight.
So do you want to
I
go
think we
one for Dead Thomas?
Yeah, let's go see if we can get Pike and we can question him.
Sounds
I
like a
doubt
plan.
I doubt it'd be there.
Well, we can go and be
It
a
sounds
bit
like-
We'll
sneaky.
take the
I don't mind.
people back. We're going to escort them back, but we should escort them back. I still think we should escort them back by Summit Hall. Talk to the Knights, let them know this place is now available for them to use as a staging post, and that it's ours, but they can use it free of charge.
Sorry, Stu, I didn't even see
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't even seen what you and Phil have been talking about. They weren't paid, Stu. They were like strong armed into doing it. They were there. Well, the older ones definitely were there against their will.
Oh, right. Okay.
It sounds like that the younger fellas perhaps got it into their heads that that they could make it as bandits, and basically
They were trying to recruit them.
that they were shit and just got shoved.
Be groomed.
They were just shoved in the kitchen. So, right, Phil, you want to actually you want to set fire to the place?
Yeah, that's my
Is that
MO.
No, no.
That's
No,
my
no.
MO.
We've decided we want this one.
That's my MO.
We've decided we want this one. We're not going to let you.
Burn it if we're going to try and keep it for ourselves.
Well, we're not going to be able to keep it, are we? As soon as we walk out, someone else will take it.
No, they're not. We're going
You've
to
already
make
said
arrangements.
what we
We're
can
making.
try and do.
We've got the
Have
whole
a whole
flipping plan. We're going to go to the Knights of
Why?
Samuel.
Why make it? Why? You know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But let's not make it difficult. Let's not burn it. That's just silly.
How are you going to get how are you going to get these people across the river?
I'm going to mount them like they are dolphins and make them swim.
Right. Okay.
Hey then.
How
And
many
is
are
there any
there?
other? Is there any other more sensible methods?
How many are there?
I think there was 6, wasn't there?
They
Yeah.
can fit in the
I seem to
rowboat,
remember
can't they?
there was six of them.
We can fit them in the rowboat and take the rowboat to get it across the river.
Before we leave, Dave, I want to just search around this place, the River God Keep, to check if I can find any more kind of symbols or anything more that points us to anything useful.
In the chapel, Brad.
Oh yeah.
There was a symbol.
Which one was it? Oh, that one.
The upside down picnic table.
That's it.
Indeed.
Yeah, hurricane warning.
But that's and that was marked quite prominently, Brad, above the altar. There was actually no like religious paraphernalia. There's no like icons or idols or any signs of deities or gods that they might have been worshipping in this chapel. All that was there above a very simple and basic altar was this symbol.
So how many symbols have we seen now, Div, on the Red Larch Player 1?
3. I reckon you've seen 3.
Is that the three corners? Is it the pyramid one in the top right? It's the bottom left one picnic table, and then
What's this? The Red Larch map, Stu?
Yeah.
Right. You've okay. So far, you
Upside down
recognise
picnic
you
table.
recognise bottom left, top right.
yeah, that's it. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Yeah. So arrowhead, tent, upside down picnic table, and we haven't found
Indeed.
the cooking pot.
You haven't found a cooking pot.
And we found the underpants, which was the symbol that was in the thing, which is in the compass.
You saw
Which one?
that in the remember the caves, the
Yeah.
Lance Rock, and it was just before that stone skeleton attacks you.
Which one was that?
Inside the compass, it looks like a pair of underpants.
Oh yeah.
So we've seen that one as well.
Yeah, you have at Lance Rock.
I'm just making notes of them all and linking to all the different people so I can piece them together.
And obviously, we don't have this image of red light, so we can't go. All we need now is a cooking pot to finish the.
I know it's hard for you lot to remember because it's so disjointed and we've been playing this.
We're just wandering around. we're learning more about the notes that have caused from our devastation than we are of any coherent plan. Stumble to the next one, and then someone writes a note about how we're professionals, but then gives us more information.
Definitely, you're definitely on the right track with Jesus' brother.
What was the rock?
What about him?
and also, Jesus made a point earlier, which was on the right track as well.
There's something else that we don't know yet. We're missing a monastery somewhere here.
Yeah, and you were saying what you said. I won't repeat what you said.
There.
It was what you were thinking something, Brad, and you were like mumbling it maybe to yourself. You were on you're on the right track, mate.
Yeah, I'm just going through it all now. I'm writing down who's linked to what and try and find out.
Don't worry, when I upload the video in about 9 months, you can go back and recap on it.
Maybe you should upload this one first, Stu.
Div, the top left symbol, the one that looks like an upside down arrow. Where do we see that one?
Hang on.
I'm sitting there with all the books and the papers and flicking through.
Right, that was right. That's
what symbols are we looking at?
That's the one. Right, the
Look
top
on your
right
Red
one.
Larch Player map.
Top
Brad,
left.
That was on the at the ambush site where the dwarves were ambushed.
That's the top right. Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, and also on the corpse forehead underneath Red Larch in the caves.
Oh, that's the Red Larch one as well.
Yeah.
I mean the one that's in the top left, the one that's an upside down arrow. That's the one you
top
said we
left one has got something to do with Feathergale Spire.
Okay, so that's the one we found in Feathergale Spire, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed a while back, Con, that the red. When we first started, I think it was the
ages ago.
symbol,
You noticed.
Yeah. It was because it was the underpants one, and also the other. Because I didn't notice the first time, but then when the underpants come on, I was looking because I had that as my background for ages. I was like, hold on, the compass symbol's got the underpants in it. And then I looked in the corners of the map, and I was like,
Stu, can I just confirm that underpants is the bottom right one?
no.
No, it's on the compass itself.
Inside the compass.
Compass. Oh, right.
It's 5 symbols on that map.
Oh, I was right. Okay. In the
Right?
compass itself, that's underpants, is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling underpants. You can call it whatever you like. But you've got so top left looks like an
Yes.
looks like an arrow head, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Top right looks like a tent, right?
Top left. Yeah.
Bottom
Okay.
left is your upside down picnic table.
Yep. I got that.
And bottom right, which we haven't found yet, looks like a cooking pot.
Oh, okay, fine.
All right, and then you got
Right.
underpants in the in the compass.
That's the one I couldn't understand. What the fuck are you talking about, underpants?
Looks like
Oh,
a pair of
right.
underpants, and someone's got their dong out over the top.
Yeah, right. Okay. Now I know where the underpants are.
Yes.
Okay. And the other stone mask we know is from the Tomb of Standing Stones.
Yeah, we don't know what that is either. We don't know what that signifies. The stone mask, because the stone mask didn't match up with anything. And then you've got, according to the notes, you've got the tin mask, which was then has got the sign of the
Yes.
not
Mask.
jackal.
Gargoyle.
The sign of the
Gargoyles.
gargoyle. So that's someone else as well. So we may actually have 8 antagonists, as Con said. One of those, if each symbol and the underpants, there's 5 different factions, and then the gargoyles, and then the stone mask people. That's seven
And of course,
different antagonists.
They're using
I'm
the
going-
same.
I'm
They're
going
using
through
the same
things.
symbol though. The one on the red larch. I don't know if they're the ones with the stone one or not.
Yeah,
though.
they may well be. Yeah.
we
Well,
have
corpse
pissed off
was on the
also the
red larch.
families of
So that would make sense that
Feather
the
Ghost Spire.
And also, I was trying to see if there was a kind of a reference to the fifth element of like them being water, air, fire, and thingy. But I think that was disproved because I think that one of them's called Earth, though, isn't it? One's the Earth.
Black
Yes.
Earth cult.
There we go, Black Earth
The
cult.
Black Earth
right?
Cult. The Feather Ghost Spire was the.
Oh, that might be windy because they're
They
in the
were
air.
windy.
Feather Gate.
They-
Stop saying Gale.
Feather Gale.
It's Feather
Gate.
Gale, isn't it?
Gate. Feather Gate. Gale and Gate are 2 different things.
Okay.
But it says
Feather
It's Feather
Gate Spire.
Gale. No, Feather Gale Spire.
No, but they were part of a.
Feather Gate Spire.
No, the green tag thing says it's Feather Gale.
Well, the actual map says Feather Gate.
Does it?
Yes.
Div, written things down wrong.
no, don't. It says Feather Gale on the pin.
Yeah, that's what I said. But he said the
On
map says.
the map, it says Feather Gate Spire.
Who
Okay,
cares?
I'm going by the
Different
pin
words.
as well.
Gale and Gate are 2 different things.
Okay.
The Feather G. Let's just call it Feather G.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feather G.
Gale makes
But we
more
know
sense.
we
Well,
know that they were windy people.
Yes.
They were air-based people because they.
So there we go. So now we just need Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So what about the wyverns that we found and we went into that area that we said no to and come back out of?
Yeah, the nope. That's fine. Nope. That was
we
like
don't know anything.
there was
we don't know.
Oh, you cunt!
What's Stu?
You're right.
Fine.
Don't stand all right. Yeah, I think he has.
Oh, you're right, mate.
You're right.
No.
His prolapse
his
disc
back.
is causing him issues.
Do we need to call an ambulance?
No.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
D&D injury.
Yeah. No, it's not funny, mate.
No, I've got a trapped nerve. So that's
Ouch.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Yeah, that's not good.
It fucking hurts. Yeah, there was an upside down pyramid, upside down picnic table. There's the big picnic table with the flying things that we just noped out of, wasn't it? And that was. Is that been marked on the map, Div?
What?
I think the 2 crosses. Is that where it was?
On the big
On the
What, the
No.
pyramid thing?
yeah, on the
It's under
desert.
Feather. It's under Feather Gale Spire because you found it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Div, the sign that's up in that church, whatever it is,
Sorry, Chris. I just want to read this. Yeah, the tower itself seemed to watch over and guard a hidden entrance to a huge cavern network in which was discovered the long forgotten, but certainly not deserted ruins of an ancient dwarven city.
Is that where your brother's gone? That sounds like a level 5 area, though.
Yes. Sorry, Chris. What were you saying, mate? You were asking. a
and
question.
that is that drawn on, or is it a cloth or something? That sign where we see in the church, is it drawn on the wall?
It's daubed on the wall behind the.
How old does it look, Div? It's got
old.
age to it. Yeah, is there age to it, or does it look quite new?
It looks fairly. It looks kind of fresh, mate. It's not. It doesn't look ancient. You would guess that these the fuckers that you've just like given a good shoeing, it's got something to do with it. but they put it.
There's not much age to that sign at all, really.
No,
because the other thing is that Soylent doesn't know anything about these, like God-related or deity.
no.
So it's quite new.
It's definitely not something that.
It's cult based, not necessarily God based.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not religion based, although it could be seen as.
And
such.
with the weather, what's the weather been like as well the last few days?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. It's been clear skies, no rain.
There's no oddness to it or anything that
Good
car
visibility. The only odd thing in the clouds was you had the sign appeared above. Remember when you after the first attack and you went back to the camp? That sign, one of the sign appeared in the sky above the fortress.
So that's that sign that's marked in the church. That was the sign that appeared.
Correct.
Okay. I think we need to be leaving in case the reinforcements come in.
They're not going to abandon the keep altogether and then come back to try and take it. I don't think.
No, I said reinforcements.
They don't have but then they're going to. How many people do they have? They can't. If you lose a certain amount of people in one thing, you don't then just go, oh yeah, let's split our forces even further and put them in 2 different places.
Who's on the battlements at the moment, or are you discussing this in the keep?
I'll keep an eye out.
He's out there.
You are an Orcon, yeah. Blade and Thomas off to the coming from the west over the hills. You begin to make out. First of all, you don't pay much attention. But pretty soon you're thinking, oh, hang on, they're not normal birds. They're fucking huge. You can see in the distance large flying creatures,
vultures,
heading from the west.
Are they heading towards us?
They are heading in your direction.
Would that be the reinforcements that they're not going to have?
Yeah.
These are not them. These are not the same people.
You know.
Exactly. We don't know that. And also the other thing is you don't know the reinforcements were coming. That
And the
symbol
trouble-
might have said the bastards have beat us. Come and give them a licking if you think you're hard enough.
I
We
move
know
as
who-
fast as I can,
we
Dave.
know-
Go and inform the rest of the party.
Yeah, you've got plenty of
That's what I
time to do it, Con.
No, I do it quick so that
Yeah,
we can get ahead,
yeah,
and then come back.
Sure. Right, Thomas. So while you're all like discussing what's going on and looking in the chapel and discussing what's going on on the ground floor of the keep, Thomas comes rushing down the stairs from the battlements he was keeping an eye on, and he says, "There's giant birds heading our way."
How many?
Keith, as you're looking, it's more. You can't tell at first. It's they're still a long way away. A handful.
37.
You reckon a handful?
Ladies, I think you need to stay here for a little bit longer, and I usher him back into the room and close the door.
Right.
Clean.
Keith and Thomas are the battlements looking out. They're coming from a westerly direction, basically, from out of the hills. They get closer, and then they begin at a distance to circle round the keep. They're not getting close. They're not getting
Any
too
riders
close.
on them?
Yes, there are.
Send up the silver.
It's definitely you're looking up there, and it's like, it's fucking giant vultures, and they have riders.
I fire silver up into the sky.
I'll tell you what, Con. You reckon they're in?
Yeah, I was going to say,
at
the
moment.
And me, I've got a longbow.
At the moment, that they're in range of very 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 long bows.
We shoot them.
Yeah, I have a shot.
I'll grab a light crossbow and.
I won't reach.
Oh, I know, but when they get closer.
Okay.
I'll shoot as well. Go on. What the hey?
You're gonna shoot them, yeah?
Are we certain sure that these are bad guys?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Very likely. We've fought
Yeah.
these kind of things already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Multiple
Tried to
times.
poison us.
We'll keep them at a distance by
These are the
suppressing them.
vulture ones, not the griffin ones. The vulture ones are definitely evil. The griffin ones were mostly evil.
all
They're
right.
poncy,
Fair enough.
Yes.
Start shooting then.
All of them were evil, Stu.
Henry weren't.
No, Emery was part of a group that you didn't realise what they were. Everyone else.
Just to make Thomas feel a little bit special because he's such an expert at it. Anyone taking a pot shot, because they're so distant and it's difficult to pick out targets. So anyone but Thomas will just, if you want to shoot, you're going to be going for the mounts. Thomas, I'll let you either go for the rider or the mount, mate.
I'm going to be inside with all the books and papers going through the notes. I'm going to be inside.
Yeah, they're out of hammer range, Jesus.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Still go.
Well, who wants a shot first? And who are you going to go for?
I'll get ready underneath in case you want to
I'm
catch
gonna-
any of them.
I'm going to target.
I'm not
the
putting them on the map. They're miles away. They're just slowly circling. They start circling around to the south. So like,
Are they out of distance then? No, because 600 feet is
600
how
feet.
far. If they're miles, then we can't shoot them.
oh, 600. When I say miles, they're within bow shot range. You can have a shot at them, mate.
All right.
They've got close enough so that you can see these huge vultures with the riders on, fucking like swinging round to the south, like peering at the keep.
Right, I shoot at one of the vultures.
All right, dude. Go on, Con. Just make an attack roll. Just don't put any targets on. Just make a D20 attack roll from your character sheet. I'll tell you if it's a hit or not, and you can roll damage.
Oh no, I missed.
That is a miss, mate.
I've got another attack.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Go on, Con. Our Con went big.
I'm going big, mate. Let's gone out of the sky. Oh, give me a. That was rubbish.
What did you go for? The mount?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Oh wow!
Roll damage, Con.
Oh, rubbish.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. The first shot just goes far too low, Con. You just like adjust. You track the target, adjust, and like get another shot off, and like you hear a distant squawk, and one of the vultures like recovers. Go on, the rest of you. Go on, have some pot shots. That's a hit, Rhapsody. If you want.
Is it at a disadvantage, Div, or?
Oh, Rhapsody will be at disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'll roll it again then.
Yeah, because you're at such long range. Yeah, you've hit. You prang one of the vultures as well with a squawk, but they're all still like banking their way round, and that's a hit, Silver, as well.
Cool.
Right. Okay. There's like a little flurry of bow shots and crossbow shots. All of them find various marks. You can hear cries of pain from the birds, and with that, the riders' reactions are not to swing in and attack. You see them that they immediately bank away from the fortress and get out of range. Basically, they start banking away and putting some distance between you, between them and the fortress. As you watch
we are
them,
not to be underestimated.
Yeah, as you watch them, they just peel away. You know it's not worth wasting any more ammunition trying to shoot them. They move out of range, but they're still in the area and just circling, completing their circle like around the fortress. They obviously know. They obviously know someone's there. They've all been shot at, but it's.
They've been suppressed.
Yeah, there's no need to get any closer, really. They do they do a couple of circles and then they start heading back west.
West or east? They came from.
They came from the west. They start going back west.
Are they going back towards sort of Feathergale Spire way?
No, west is the other direction.
No. West is Feathergale Spire.
We're at. I'm looking at the map. We're at Riverguard Key. West. Nope, sorry. Yeah.
I'm looking at the map.
Jesus has the map.
I point. Yeah, I was going to say
upside down for him.
Yeah, I'm getting confused.
Yeah. Yes, they would. But well, they could be heading anywhere. But you know, Feathergale Spire is in that direction, and that is that place on the Cyan Valley. Obviously, is where you last saw such roustabouts.
We need to get these people home.
Yeah, that's still got to be the number one priority, hasn't it?
Okay, this rowboat. Is there any way of getting this rowboat to the river?
We carry it.
You could row it out. So if you could get the grate open of the barred grate, that leads out into the harbour.
Where do we leave the wagons?
In Wamford.
I thought we left it at Summit Hall.
Well,
we left all the beasts at Summit Hall.
Yeah,
we reach?
Yeah. I think Summit Hall was where you left all those bits and pieces.
And the people
your
promised
wagons
to
on that.
look after them properly.
Yeah.
So I think we should go back.
If you can get the grate open, you can just row the boat out.
Yeah, I'll try. Okay, guys, I'm going to go try and get this grate open, and if we put the people in the rowboat, we can row across the river, go back to Summit Hall, I'll go back to Wanford via Summit Hall. I think we need to let the people in Summit Hall know that we've cleared this place for them to have a little look. Yeah, right, okay, fine. I'll go down and try and get the grate open.
Right, okay. You have to swim out to it, Ian.
Then I will take off my armour
Yeah,
and put my rucksack down
that's fine.
and
But,
waggle around a bit.
Yeah, you swim out to it, and it's barred basically. It's just barred. When you look at it, all you got to do is like pull a couple of these fucking bars away, and it opens up no problem.
Okay, I'll do that then. Do you need any rolls or just do it?
No. Given enough time, it's tough to do. It's difficult to do while you're swimming, and they're pretty rusty, as if it hasn't been open for a long time.
Right.
But with enough time, you can do it no problem. So basically, yeah, you've got the grate open. So now the underground stream, whatever it is that comes out from beneath the cliffs, if that does, as you suspect, link up to that the cave under the keep, then you can just take that rowboat and row it out.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah, and then gather all my gear back up again when I've got the rowboat outside, if that's where it goes.
Who's rowing the boat out?
Me.
Yeah, just you. Yeah.
If nobody's coming along.
Does he need help?
Well, we can. If he doesn't need help, no. It's like one person can just sit in the boat and row it out. It's no problem. There's enough room for 6 people in the boat, basically.
Can I gather my gear up before I do it?
Of course you can.
And so I gather my gear up, put my arm on, row the boat out, and then we can just at the front we can row the people across the river, and we can escort them back via Summit Hall down to their home at Wanford. Yes. There's 6 people, so they can fit in the boat. We can make our way across the river. However else we need to do that.
Ian, could you drop a wisdom perception check into the tower, please?
Right. Okay.
There's a hole in my boat, dear Liza.
Shush. I've got to try and find where my wisdom perception is.
There's a water elemental in the water.
I'll fly above just to make sure they're not sort of attacked then. It's
Hang
like
on.
from above.
Who's not attacked?
The water elemental.
Where can I find my flipping wisdom perception? There it is. Got it.
Drop it in the tower, please, Ian.
Yep. Come on, you piece of shit. I'm talking to myself.
No, we can hear you.
Come on.
Hello, Ian.
Yes, I'm trying
monologue
to.
is supposed to be internal.
There.
Right.
I like
That was
I like
either
that one.
exceptionally good or exceptionally bad.
Well, as you're Ian, as you're preparing the boat,
yes,
you've got in it. You're just like fumbling about with yours. Yeah, you're putting yours into position.
Yeah.
Before stepping out and untying it, you're pretty sure you hear like a bump and then a very faint scraping noise on the bottom of the boat.
Right.
You can't be sure, but
Orcas.
Orca.
Willie.
It's
A little stream.
it's Moby Dick.
okay.
Willy.
Right. So then let me, I guess, take
Let me
it out.
shit myself.
Who's with Ian?
basically.
Nobody.
I've been with Ian before.
No,
fair
it's
enough.
with
Fair enough.
Ian.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. Okay. I obviously I'm using my drift globe to light the place up because I'm assuming it's quite dark under there anyway.
It is. I would actually say that the torch that was down there before lighting it up is now out. Has gone out. So yes,
I'm using just a normal light from the drift globe.
Yeah.
So I pick out my
That's plenty of light to see the area. But the water here is like it's underground stream. The water is it's just fucking pitch black, mate. You can't.
Okay.
can't
And I'm
see
on
it.
shore.
You have no idea how deep it is either.
No, but I'm on shore, right?
At the moment, no, you're in the boat at the moment.
In the boat. Oh, okay.
But you're
right.
by the shore. You haven't untied the boat. Yeah.
I step to shore and take out my halberd and look around very carefully. Don't forget, I can't be surprised.
I know that.
Right.
I know that. Could you make another wisdom perception check, please, Ian?
Okay.
And at advantage, mate. Put yourself at advantage.
At advantage. Okay. I'll just have to let that go. Right, advantage. There we are. Coming.
Right. Okay. You peer intently at the dark surface of the water. It's hard to pick out any details. Like I said, the reflection of the drift globe is sending like fucking sparkling reflections off the surface of the water. It's difficult to see. But as you peer suspiciously at the water, you're sure you see a pale figure just drift just under the surface of the water before heading away from the boat, heading deeper, disappearing into the darkness.
Is it making its own movement, or is it drifting?
It was pale, humanoid.
Okay.
What
Was
are
it
them dead
act-
things in the water in Lord of the Rings in the
Hell.
marshes?
Was it drifting, or was it going under its own speed?
Sorry, mate.
Was it like just drifting with a flow, or was it
No.
actually making its own way?
It moved. It was
Right,
it
okay.
was a deliberate.
Shout for people to come down here.
Right, okay.
Down.
The rest of you, like Jesus was indoors looking at through papers and bits and pieces like that. So he's nearest to the open secret door where Hardy had gone. But basically, everyone starts hearing Hardy shout out in alarm.
Yeah, one way.
Nobody cares.
I was muted again.
Yeah,
I'll start making my way down.
Yeah, make our way down.
Okay.
I'll
What's
stay
he
on the
done now?
battlements.
Yeah, you're going to stay on the battlements, yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the vultures.
Blue boy
Call
done
me if you
now.
need me.
I'm going to stay with my books.
Right, okay. Jesus just looks up as loads of people pile past him, but he's sitting at the table. Loads of people pile past him and start heading down the stairs. Well, those that went down to the underground cave come across like Hardy holding like this his driftgobe aloft and like peering intently at the dark water. Just the boat, the rowboat's just still bobbing on the water.
Let them know what I saw.
So he reckons there was. He tells you he was in the rowboat getting it ready. He thought he heard like something maybe bump the bottom of the boat and a scraping sound. He got out quickly, was looking round back in alarm, and he was certain he saw a thing. This, you can't really describe it. This pale humanoid figure, like dart away into the depths. He couldn't tell. He didn't get a good look at it. He couldn't tell what it was, but he reckons there's something in the water.
When he describes it, does it sound familiar to the thing that me and Soylent got hit by, who come out of the water and did that wave thing at us?
That was Shola.
Yeah, show.
No, it was.
No.
Hardy reckons that it wasn't clothed. It looked pale and naked to him, and whatever it was hasn't come up for air. Hasn't seen sight of it since. He hasn't got a very good view. The light, the light from his globe doesn't exactly light the huge area. But he hasn't seen anything break the surface since. If it was Shola, he's taken all his clothes off basically.
Has it gone along the shore or has it gone away from the shore?
Away. There's no real shore. There's no shore as such, mate. It's just it's a set of steps that go into the water and quickly.
Right. Okay.
You quickly lose sight of them. The water's so dark, it's so crap. The vision's so crap down here. You don't know how deep it is. But yeah, it headed away from the stairs.
Right.
And away from the boat.
Just when you want Jonathan's fishing rod, eh?
Jonathan's rod, very useful.
Sorry,
the only sounds left now are just the the lapping of the water against the steps.
Right. So I'm gonna be heading with the boat down the river. Does anybody want to be in the boat with me?
I'll get in with him.
Because I'm gonna take the boat out so we can get the people across the river.
Yeah.
Is my plan. All right.
I'll watch over.
You getting in the boat, or are you gonna not?
Blade's in the boat with you, mate.
Yeah. Jesus has gone in the boat. There's not enough room for you, Jesus. The little.
Come on, don't.
No, Jesus is
sorry, Blade.
He's on his.
You and Blade. Sorry, my mistake.
Wait here with me, Soylent.
Okay. Just be ready.
I'm flying above the boat, Div.
I was going to say you can silver fly above as
you
well.
can just about, mate. Yeah, because it's in this cavern. It's there's a bit of room to fly in this area here, Silver. So
okay.
All right, let's take it out and just be ready, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have my hailbird ready, and start rowing.
I'm keeping a good eye out.
Yeah, everybody be alert.
yeah, you're sort of like you're trying to look over the edge of the rowboat, basically. It Hardy takes the boat out, starts rowing it. Now you're heading downstream to where the light is, basically. Yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
Where you think the outside is. Oh, yes, fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
With my globe just perched somewhere.
Something hits the bottom of the boat hard and rocks it hard enough that it's quite difficult for Blade, who's like up and looking out, to keep his feet. but something hits the boat rock. Everyone from the shore and Silver can see they see the boat rock quite violently. Something definitely hit the bottom of the boat hard.
Do we want to continue, or do
Keep
we want
going.
to go back? Keep going. We might sink the boat before we get out of the pain.
The people are not on the boat, are they?
No.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
Right, again, something hits the boat from behind.
Can I
Again,
see anything from above, Div?
It's lit.
No, not at the moment, mate. No,
Okay.
no. Whatever it is, Dave, it's coming. It's. You reckon it's right under? It's right underneath the boat.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
You still going?
I'm in full armor. How far do we reckon it is to the gate? Because I went to the grate.
Something hits the boat again. You're now you're out of the cave. You're heading down the. You're heading down the passage towards the outside, basically. Dave, you've had to back off as the ceiling comes too low for you to like hover above the water, basically.
All right,
So unless you want to get in the water,
No, not.
Is it just like a shallow thing that they're going across, or are they crossing an expanse of like a width of water, or are they going
It's
along?
deep.
so it's a cave. Like they've
No.
they've rowed out from the.
Oh, right, okay.
From the jet, it's not a jetty, from the steps, as it were. The cave, perhaps I should have described it a little bit more. The far side of the cave is about 25 feet away. Yeah, from the steps. The ceiling in the cave is probably 12 to 15 feet above the water level, and then the ceiling lowers quite quickly as you head into one of the passages is heading southeast, which is where Ian and Blade are rowing at the moment.
If I quickly take out a javelin.
That passage narrows to about, I would say, between 8 to 10 feet wide, just enough for Ian to row, basically.
How far
Up
down
the
was
other
the
way,
grate?
up to the northwest again. It just heads into a very, very dark passage, about 15 feet wide, with a low ceiling. So Silver's had to like back off, and as they row the boat into the southeastern passage, heading for daylight, basically.
I don't suppose I can start firing eldritch blasts into the water underneath the boat, can I?
You can fire at the water by the boat, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. See if that helps distract whatever's attacking.
Well,
Can I row quickly?
you're rowing as fast as you can. Like I said,
Right.
you've got just about enough space to row here, because the passage, the walls and the ceiling come in on you pretty quick once you leave the cave.
There's
Go
no
on,
way.
just do an Eldritch Blast attack roll at disadvantage, mate.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because you can't see fuck all. You don't really know what you're going. Okay, right, Stu, you sort of like just more out of hope than anything else. You just like let a blast of energy into the water behind the boat.
Yep.
It's sort of like bit of steam rises up from it, but there's no other reaction. After Stu does that, Ian, and you and Keith are into the corridor. Whatever it was underneath there seems to back off. It leaves the boat alone.
I put my thumb up.
Yes.
But again, you see them just sort of like Ian's like frantically rowing down the
You're welcome.
down the passage.
Welcome.
Silver's still flying above the water, like scanning the water below her. You're looking out, but nothing breaks the surface.
Dave, can
Yes,
I
mate.
just see how deep it is? I'll just take a javelin out and just see if I can find a depth.
Okay,
Or is
so
it like is it beached? Is it like you walk out like
you get a javelin? You like the first couple of steps, like you sort of like step in onto the first step, so it's up to your ankles. They can't, Chris. You can see maybe another 2 steps down before it gets lost in the inky blackness of the water. You jab with the javelin. You take another step. It's up to your knees, coming up to your thighs, because you're only little. You put the javelin in after about 4 or 5 steps. The javelin just goes straight down, as if there's no more steps there. So you reckon there's 4 or 5 steps leading down, and then it just drops away.
and obviously after that last step, if I put the javelin down, I don't get no bottom or anything.
No, it just fucking goes. You can put your arm in holding a javelin. You can put your arm in up to the shoulder. You can't feel the bottom.
I drop my head underneath the water and see if I see anything,
Right.
or if I attract anything.
You can see a couple of pale shapes in a distance,
Piranha.
just swimming away up the northwest passage.
Swimming away at the north.
They were big. They were bigger than you. I know you're only little, but that
Yeah.
humanoid, as I said, pale, naked humanoids. Don't get a good look at them in the water. It's hard to see. You just see there. You just see him disappearing off into the blackness.
And is that towards the boat, or is that?
No. He's heading deeper into the cave, wherever this thing goes. Yeah.
Okay.
You saw a couple of them. You saw two. You reckon?
Okay, I get out a dagger and I just slice my hand whilst I'm under the water to give out some blood,
Right,
and I never go out my depth.
You just stay on the steps, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm I'm submerged.
All right, okay. I'll just give you 1 point of damage for slashing your hand, mate.
Yep.
You just wince, and you let the blood flow into the water. Whatever it is, it's not like if you were expecting like sharks to be overwhelmed by bloodlust or anything like that. It's nothing. You hold your hand under there for a little while. Nothing comes back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get out and go back to where Soylent is. Gareth Soylent's still there, right?
Yeah. Soylent and Silver is still there.
I'm still checking out the Echo.
Right, Hardy and Blade, in the meantime, have successfully navigated their way out, and as suspected, that southeastern passage leads out to the grate and the cliff face out into the harbour. So you're now out into the sunshine, gentlemen.
Okie dokie, let's
Oh yeah, if you need to load people onto the boat in the harbour, that's easily done. So
that's where we need to go. All right, we all ready to head back across? Of course, we need to make our way across at a point where we can actually cross the river, because we can't all fit in the boat. This boat is for the 6 people. We're not going to go down Desser in this boat.
I'll let you.
Is this 3 grains of 3
Yes.
bags of grain, a chicken, and a wolf?
Yes. So
I'll let you put 8 people in the boat, but it's overloaded and gets a bit dangerous.
we don't want any refugees. Come on, let's go. You know where we crossed over the river?
All you've got to do is you need to like follow the river south. It's fairly simple. You'll see where it opens up.
Why are we doing this? Why don't we just go down the river on this side to barge right in?
Because Ian
we're going to Summit
Hall.
I thought we was going to Wamford, because that's what Thomas
We
wanted
are.
to do.
If we go
we
to
are going.
Summit Hall, the carts are there to be able to travel easier. That's what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, and there's also the guards there might want to take over and guard this place for us.
It's just going
I'm
to
with Ian. It makes sense.
Just let people know what's been going on. Right,
Hardy coming up with sensible plans.
Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to leave then? Does anyone else want to hang around in the keep or do anything else before you leave?
Was there any signs of anything? Did we come across any more weird masks anywhere in this? Any kind of mask or anything?
No.
What about black armor?
Black armor?
Yeah.
Why'd you say black armor?
Because we've uncovered things where there's been people buried wearing black armor.
Yeah.
Brad, the bugbears.
Oh, the ones on the walls. Okay.
Yeah. The bugbears that were killed during the fight. You go and have a look at them. They're in black leather.
And there's the Black Earth. They're called Black Earth.
What was these? Was it Black Earth? I can't find it again. I saw it somewhere and then I can't see it again.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Black Earth.
There's a strange symbol at the ambush site, and they had marks of dreadful wounds upon them, and some appeared half-eaten.
Sorry, Dave. I'm trying to piece everything together.
Yeah.
Isn't there a load of the bad people's swords and shields, aren't there? The whatever the special swords and shields they had.
Yeah, they've got thingies. They've got them toothy type of swords and copper shields. So what I've kind of gleaned so far is that what it seems like is that you've got this keep with the people that are in it that are in cahoots with Featherguard Spire, but they're just kind of more lackeys, and Featherguard Spire, like the people, the dark feathers, the ones who just came over, the ones who just flew over, they seem like they're more in leaders or something like that. Also, they got a message. The message we got in Feathergale Spire was from a queen who was warning them, but they seem to be in cahoots with these guys. But as I said, these are just like thugs and whatever else, and they don't trust them properly. But then there's all the gnolls and all that activity. I think they're the opposite They're the ones who are their enemy as such, because they're the ones who keep popping up either with, like, there's different battles between them and stuff like that, it seems. That's what, so far, I'm kind of piecing together. There definitely is some sort of other monastery that we haven't found. There's something else somewhere, for sure.
And if we re-listen to this video, at some point, we'll get a point where you think it is between 2 points, which we have not listened to properly.
I don't know if we're going to find it in that way. It's likely to be along this river somewhere. Everything seems to be that kind of along this river. So they come down from there. I'll keep going through it, but
yeah,
I'm
Carry on.
So we're ready to go.
Right. So no one else wants to hang around.
I'll spit the swords, those horrible swords, into the dock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You just like
in case they get used against us another time.
Yes. Yeah. You should gather those fuckers up and you chuck them all into the harbour. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
and you guys head out. Now I'll let you get down to a point where you can cross the river and get these other guys, the servants, across. You've left it pretty late already because you slept through till midday.
Yeah.
So you'll just be camping near the river on the east side in the foothills, basically. As long as you're not molested, then it's an easy journey, less than a day's journey across to Summit Hall, where you can pick up the carts, and then you just follow the road, the Desserin Road south, which will take you back to Womford and the barge right in. That's like.
Brad, these are the people who've got the bodies of the dwarves, huh?
No, I think the monks are potentially the ones who potentially.
It's the one.
These are
the monks. Summit Hall, Chris, did recover the
bodies,
guards' bodies, the dwarven guards' bodies, the caravan guards.
Yeah, that's the one you missed, Brad. The session you missed.
Yeah, no, I was reading up on that in this
Okay, cool.
as such. But they are, what I seem to be seeing is that these guys are linked with the monks. They have let them across somewhere across. They let the monks across the river.
Yes.
So these guys who we've just got in this keep as such, they're linked to them from that reason.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I think the monks are the one who are in this stone monastery thing that we need to find. I think
Yeah.
it's their monastery, the monks' monastery.
Yosis is doing well.
He is.
Yes.
The thing I'm not getting at the moment, which I've got a million questions for you, Div, which is all the earlier stuff with the stone masks and stuff to try and figure out where the gnolls are. Are they the opposite or what? That's what I'm trying to get my head around at the moment.
What, and the gnolls, and what was the vision in the tree, and the
Yeah, all that. I feel like there's something like that dwarven place is potentially something much, like, it's obviously something much older in a sense, and there's these different cults that are fighting amongst each other and possibly over something big and powerful, sort of thing, like not a particular item or maybe a place or whatnot. That's what it almost feels like.
Yeah, you had the impression that like I mentioned earlier, that Feathergale's spire was there and was watching over the entrance into this old city that you wandered down to.
But I can't see yet why there's the two different sides or either it's two different cults or one group and a cult, and I can't see why that big thing is linked with all of it. I can't.
Well, there's about 4 or 5 different factions, but
not necessarily the different factions we're finding.
No, but what I'm saying is you don't know which factions have got alliances with each other, so it may be that they're all allied together.
That's what I'm going through now.
I know you are.
Who said what about what? So at the moment, as I said, the monks are linked with these lot. The gnolls are definitely separate. The gnolls don't seem to pop up at the same. Like they don't pop up.
Yeah, I don't think they have. I think they just like creatures of the area.
Possibly, but they seem very organised.
Yeah, they may be an army in their own right, but yeah, I don't think they're. I don't think they're a faction with all of this lot, because all these lot appear to be human, aligned together.
No, they've got bugbears though. They've got bugbears as well.
All right, yeah.
As I'm saying,
We also know that the Knights of the Feathergale Spire and the Vulture people were
one and the same.
No, they weren't.
They are.
No,
the Vulture people come from outside of the bottom of the tower, didn't they?
They're not the same people, but they're in cahoots, kind of thing.
Yeah,
they're
kind of in cahoots, but they're not the same people because they look
they are
down.
allied together.
Yes.
The other thing to point out here, the other thing to point out that's come across is we've got a big pig leaving from this castle. We've also got the big clawed animal that we found to the south when we was chasing the gnoll.
The vampire werewolf doggy.
Potential link there as well.
Yeah, but is the vampire werewolf doggy and the big piggy the same person if it's a druid?
Don't know. I haven't found enough different points that link them together, but it could be one person, like you said, who's transforming into stuff to move fast or something.
And following us.
If you're gonna move fast, why would you be a piggy unless you're truffling?
Piggy might be quite good on endurance.
Down.
Truffling.
If you imagine say to a high level druid, mate, kitchen doesn't have any truffles. Can you go out and find some? You're like, mate,
Talking
I'm a
of
fucking
druids,
20th level
I'm-
druid. You want me to fucking waste wild? Oh, they don't waste wild shapes at 20th level today. Go on, anyway.
Talking of druids, I'm actually looking into the circle of the Scarlet Moon.
Yeah.
So it could be something.
So it could be your truffling pig.
It could be my pig now.
What for? What's the purpose? Why are you looking into them? What do they have a link to?
Because the weather patterns are changing, and they're looking into that.
What, global warming?
Come back to me.
Yeah.
Come back to me.
Yeah, Cara. The reason that Cara was heading into Sumber Hills and came away from her home was a weird shift in some of the weather patterns over the Sumber Hills, and whispers she had heard of this druid order that she had never heard of before.
Well, that's possibly linked with the dwarven ancient
There's
city.
How long ago was this,
Yeah,
Cara?
it's a group of them as well.
How long ago was this, Cara?
Well, since I've more or less met with you guys, I think.
No. The weather changes.
Div.
Yeah, just about a month before you met up with these guys, or maybe a matter of weeks.
How long ago was my backstory incident? That was hundreds of years ago, wasn't it?
That was like well, I don't know about
100 years ago.
but yeah, a long.
Sit down on this couch and tell us about your incident.
As we're in the boat, Div, I'm just doing the PowerPoint presentation of the 3 symbols that we found.
Right.
And I'm watching the reactions of the 3 little utes that were trying to be out of the 6 people that we've got.
Well, their reaction is just to ignore you. They're not interested in your PowerPoint presentations.
I'm just showing I'm not doing an actual. It's just a symbol.
You're standing up, waving your arms, and trying to lecture people about stuff.
No,
basically particularly disinterested.
No talkie.
Yes,
I shoot one of them for ignoring Stuart. It's very rude.
Yeah. Pay attention in my class.
There.
Thank you, TLA Thomas.
So yeah, they're
teaching assistant with a crossbow.
They're conducting a ritual order to bring balance once more in the area. I don't know if you guys have noticed anything with the weather or.
Well, there was some. One of the cults is linked to air, and they.
We don't know the link to air. That's just literally something.
No, that's
they're
what I
doing
was
in
saying.
general.
The 5th element. Air.
We do know they're linked. We do know they're linked to air because
I've never heard of the circle before.
Okay, the guys of the vultures are part of a cult that is an air cult that we have the name of somewhere written down. But it's so bloody long ago, I can't remember it.
Specifically, air was involved though.
No.
These ones are
Merely they've done some
specifically
abilities.
called the Black Earth Cult, right?
Yeah, it is called that somewhere.
But yeah,
They're the air elementalists.
We know that we do know that the people on the vultures.
I think you know what the air.
Yeah, they're like the Windy Gales or something like that.
No.
The Windy Millers. No, but we do know that.
Sure
we do
you've
know the
heard.
name. We have heard the name.
Howling Hatred.
Howling Hatred. That's it.
The Windy.
That Howling Hatred, which we know is a cult to do with air, right?
We're making a loose assumption of air.
Based on the word howling.
Yeah, based on a couple
And
of.
that was the vulture guys, wasn't it?
That was the vulture guys, yes. Yeah. Who were separate from the Feathergirl Spire a lot, but are definitely working together.
That might be who the queen is of them group.
Yeah. Anyway, is it camp time yet? Is it bedtime?
Yeah. Well, yes. If no one else wants to do anything else, the day is spent. Obviously, you pass by some river traffic, none of which seems hostile at all. There's no sign of Darla or Pike or anyone like that. The vulture riders, they keep track of you as you head south down the river for about an hour. They keep their distance.
And the vulture riders, the one with the feathers on their armor. Did we see that?
you did that. They haven't been close enough to pick out details of the riders, but the previous ones that you fought, yes, they were the ones that had the feathered on the shoulder.
Didn't they wear
the
masks as
cloaks.
well? I remember rightly they had some sort of mask
Well,
on.
yeah, we tried to torture one, and he was just not interested in.
No, he wasn't. He was.
Very. He's one of the Howling Hatred lot.
Did they have a metal mask on though? I feel like they had a metal mask on. One of them or more of them.
No. Right. The ones you've seen there. The description of those are at the knoll tracks and shallow graves. Two of the corpses buried there, human males. One lightly armoured with a dirty white cloak with tattered black feathers woven into its shoulders. Now you've seen those on. You saw those later on the vulture riders. One that attacked you. The other corpse that you found with the shallow graves, which south of the
plate armor made like stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So Stuart, you're potentially right because now we have
what?
We have earth and wind technically. So
Yay!
And let's face it, those pirates are definitely water related.
Yeah, I think you might.
Yeah, Chris, you want to?
Oh dear.
Yeah. So all those that sort of weather condition and everything like that just strike across near the summit halls mainly. I know that, don't I? So the for example, the lightning strikes.
Strange weather.
Yeah.
You know that these strange weather patterns have been mainly in the Sumber Hills.
Yeah.
But mainly west of the river.
Okay.
Not towards Summit Hall at all, anywhere like that.
Sorry, Div. Brad, out of game, Div accidentally revealed the name of the water something people. So the people in the where we just were called water. Earth, wind, and fire.
Ian just made that assumption anyway because they are river pirates.
That's what I said. You've got shoaler, as in like a shoal. You had the other one was called pike, is a fucking fish. I mean that's probably
they're also using
not water stuff, and they're covered in barnacles.
Yeah, the swords have also got teeth on it.
Barnacles.
That's a clue.
Yeah,
he's fishing hooks through his nipples, basically.
Yeah, that's it. It's like yeah.
So that's the water related, and they're pirates. R.I.B. Pirate Laddie.
Right, and you remember? I don't know if you particularly remember, but the bastard, the caster, in the keep. Well, one of the casters.
They're water genies or something, aren't they?
He kept whenever he cast, he called upon the blessing of some old Hydra. He was calling out whenever he was.
Which Phil pointed out, I think.
Div, with this mystery letter as well.
Yeah.
Whoever writ that, obviously they called everyone fucking whoever gave this and or whatever it says at the bottom in regards to our party, apart from me. So that do you reckon that could be written by one of the druids guys?
Does mention you?
No, he meant they weren't derogatory to him.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Well, no, it's like no. No, but yeah,
no.
You were mentioned in them, but you were mentioned in it. Right, as I said, the vulture riders keep tabs on you for perhaps an hour while you row south down the Desserin River. You're quite a sight because most of the river traffic here is quite large boats. They're like cargo boats and tugs and stuff like that. Sorry, barges. Where you lot are like fucking in your little rowboat. Well, actually, you can't.
Can we all fit in the boat?
No, you can't.
No. So I'm going to go across the river. I'm going to do a couple of trips to ferry people across at a narrow point.
That's what I thought we was going to do.
Yeah,
that's what I've
most
been
people
trying.
can just walk and follow the river and just meet up at the camp. Right, that first day passes without incident. I don't think I need to. Is anyone? Oh yeah, we can do a long rest. That'll give you some hit dice back, basically, won't it?
Yeah, and also refreshes my wand again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
I've got a cut on my hand.
Yeah, you get them all across the river. I'm not going to make anyone roll and piss about. And then you have a good night's rest in the foothills south of the Sumber Hills, and then you're going to cut basically straight across east towards Summit Hill through the farmlands to Summit Hill Hall, where you can pick up your carts, your horse and carts, which aren't actually yours. They were sort of like lent to you basically. Yeah, he sort of borrowed them from the geezer in Red. Right. The next day is spent without incident. It's been a very pleasant couple of days' journey. Actually, the weather's beginning to turn a little. Nothing odd about it, Cara. If you know you're looking up there and thinking, oh, is anything weird about it? The weather's just turning a little. You get a little bit of rain on the second day as you're heading towards Summit Hall. Nothing untoward though. Everyone arrives there safely. Again, it's like Summit Hall is it's a fortified monastery that belongs to a set of, well, you call them mercenaries. A set of soldiers called the Knights of Samular.
I'm just gonna go get a coffee. I'll be back in a minute.
Do they have vendors? If Summit Hall?
Do they have what? Sorry.
Vendors.
Vendors. It's very militaristic. It's like a military camp. So there's people there that can, if you want to barter or buy weapons and like food supplies, yes.
Okay.
I asked to speak to
it's pretty limited. They you know, if it's what the knights are armed and armoured with, basically, and basic food supplies.
Can I go and speak to the lady?
Yes.
Lady Usian, yes.
Yeah.
Her name's Lady Usian Stormbanner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you can. She's their leader.
Yeah.
Um,
We want to tell her, don't we, what we just did?
They some of the guards, some of the knights there, and indeed Lady Stormbanner recognises you guys. Well, I don't know how long about a week ago you were there, I think, wasn't it? Something like that. She recognises you and she welcomes you back into the monastery.
Right.
She seems pleased to see you, and she asks for your news.
Yeah, let's just be honest and give it to her.
Cleaned out the keep.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you tell her about the keep? She's
It was full of bandits.
like snorts like, yeah, as suspected.
Does she know who the bandits are? Do you know who the bandits are?
No, but we thought they were up to no good. It's like we saw them as we suspected them to be like a ragtag mercenary group that were raiding up and down the river in the pretense of protecting it, basically. That's
well, they won't be doing that anymore.
That's probably what I would agree with. What about the monks? You know, of monks, there should be a what is it called? I keep forgetting. I'm written that bit down.
Monastery.
Sacred stone thingy. What's it called? Stone monastery.
Yeah.
Do you know of that?
No. She says I don't. I've never heard of it. As far as I'm aware, this is the only monastery in the area.
There's a dark, underhanded monastery somewhere around here. I feel like.
She shakes her head. Says, I can't help you with that.
Are you guys ever referred to as monks?
No.
They're the knights.
We are the Knights of Samular.
They're very, very fine people, which I would have liked to
I've got a bit of paper in front of her. I've got a bit of paper and I'm ticking things off. I'm just like, okay.
No, it's not them. Definitely not them. These are very righteous, upstanding people.
Well, they follow the god Tyr, which is the god of justice. So that sort of like tells you what sort of.
No, that's cool. I just want to check the monks one.
They're very militaristic.
I totally respect these guys.
Do you know of any kind of thing that could be referred to as this Sacred Stone Monastery? Something in the Sumber Hills, something kind of slightly west, slightly north, possibly near the river itself. Some sort of building that could house such a thing.
No, she shakes her head and says, "No, not that I know of. I know that there are many old ruins in the hills."
Very likely one of them.
She says, actually, the fortress Riverguard Keep that you just sacked. That was an old long abandoned ruin until those what did you say his name was? Grimjaw, until Grimjaw and his mob took it over.
Give them a description of them as well.
And again, and the same in a similar vein, the tower, Feathergale Spire. Again, that was an ancient ruin. She goes, I'm sure I've heard somewhere there's stories linking those places. She goes, I'm sure there's something that links them. They've got something in common, but she goes, I don't know for sure.
One thing we know.
She goes, I'm no historian. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
We do know that the people at the keep were in league with the bugbears that were in the attack.
Attacked the caravan.
Yes, so we know they were in league. We know that Shola, you know Shola, because he's quite a well-known.
Yeah, she wrinkles her nose with distaste at the name. So yes, I do.
He was totally in league with them, and
that doesn't surprise me.
With pirates and all of those little idiot people.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't look surprised.
Just arrest them if you come across them. Give a description of Ginger Greg, whatever his name is.
Ginger Greg.
Yeah, the one with the.
That is Grimjaw.
She knows Grimjaw.
Oh, you know him.
She knows the name Grimjaw.
Okay, I'll give her a description of him as well. Just so that's what he looks like if he comes by. Arrest him. But he is bloody tough bastard. I hit him and he didn't do anything.
She says it looks like that you've scattered them to the four winds. But we will be on the lookout for any stragglers.
Yes.
Rest assured.
And of course, that keep is now available for you to use as a staging point if you decide to do any expeditions.
With a small down deposit to us, of course.
We will take over management.
She said you've left it abandoned, yes?
We can't at the moment. We need to escort these people back to their homes. We've rescued these who need to get back to what the heck it's called? Womford, yes. Escort them back to Womford. Because they need.
If you wish, we could do that for you. She goes, I don't mind. I can send a small escort party. With these poor people, and make sure they're reunited with their families.
That'd be brilliant.
It depends on what we want to do, because I didn't think past that.
What's your roofiness, Stu?
I thought we wanted to go Womford. Thomas.
We want to go Womford. If we want to go
Womford,
Womford,
go back to your friend, Stuart. That's why.
Oh yeah.
No, I'd rather not.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I just tied up my handkerchief that I've got around my neck. I forgot I had that.
Yeah. It's got a lovely scent on it.
Div, can I use my historical knowledge of buildings to know if the Feathergale Spire and the Riverguard Keep are the same kind of building in terms of were they built similar times by similar means or anything like that? She said there's a link between them historically.
Yeah.
Is there a link?
Is your history thing? I'll ask this again, Brad. Is it on dwarven construction?
I don't think it is. I think it's just
dwarven
stone.
history.
I think it's just stone. I don't think it's just dwarven.
I'll tell you what, because you've been on the right track, Brad. Today,
give me a bone.
You reckon they were built a long time ago? And you don't know the histories, you don't know the stories, but you reckon
the origins of stonework is very dwarven.
Not necessarily dwarven. You reckon the Feathergale Spire and Riverguard Keep were built very, very close to each other, the same time as each other.
Similar era. So for a similar original purpose, almost.
Well, that they were built. You reckon?
By the same
built at the same time? No.
Similar timeline.
Completely different styles. Obviously.
A similar timeline.
Very close.
Right.
For what purpose?
Yeah.
Now we've hinted at Feathergale Spire purpose. Now that you found that overlooking the hidden entrance to this ancient dwarven city or whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you came across that Riverguard Keep. What that was built for? At first glance, you would say, well, that's built obviously to watch the river.
Yeah.
So,
where
to watch something else?
Where did that underground stream going upstream? Where did that lead? Where does that lead?
Yes, because the backside of the dwarven place. That's my guess.
We haven't gone. See, because we can't breathe underwater. We haven't gone up.
You haven't tried, Ian.
You haven't tried, no.
I haven't tried breathing
Cara
water.
can do it. Cara says it's easy.
Yep. Piece of piss.
Go on, Hardy.
Riverguard Keep and the Spire seem to be outposts of that dwarven place. It seems do I know? Did I see the dwarven place enough to know?
If you're saying they're outposts of this place, they're not of dwarven construction at all, Brad.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah. So
and also the dwarven city or whatever it was that you came across was ancient.
But that was actually
absolutely ancient. Whereas the Gale Spire and Riverguard Keep, although old, are by no means ancient. Were not built by dwarves.
Yeah.
So we know that the river goes upstream and we know that
Hold
the
on,
people
Jesus.
live up there as well.
I still feel like we're trying to catch smoke with a net.
No,
Because
we need
I think this is the most progress that's been made on this
I'm getting there,
subject
Stu.
for a very long time.
There's still a lot for me to read. I'm still getting there.
the ancient city, whatever it is, with the pyramid, whatever wyverns is underneath the spire.
yes,
Not under it. No, it was
No,
outside of it. It was a couple miles away, if I remember right.
It was
close.
a couple of miles to the sort of like northeast of.
Yeah, that's what I was considering.
was that the
Oh,
place where we
Tyne
were
Valley.
told not to go?
Yeah.
No, that's the
Because
place
there
where we
were bad
immediately backed away
wyverns.
from
Is it
once we
Lord
saw
Friday?
it. They
Yeah,
told us
we
not
went
to go there
60th
originally.
level.
The keep
Right.
told us not to go there. I think that's where the queen is in the dwarven place.
The keep told us not to go there because they said that there's wyverns there.
Yeah.
And most of most of the activity with the weather is around Sumber Hills.
Yeah, which that's
So
in the center of.
everything's happening around this area.
Yeah, that is in the center of Kara.
Yeah.
That dwarven ancient thing is in the center of the Sumber Hills, pretty much.
So what we
But that-
really need to do is go
That
to the
sounds like a
high
suitable place for the
forest.
queen to be. And the Feather Guard Spire was taken over by the Hippogriff group fairly somewhat recently to be
Yes.
on guard.
Yeah.
Which also means that the keep that we've just taken over, River Guard Keep, was also a guard keep in that sense, because they're the similar people. They're all linked.
And then there was vultures following us as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We better get back to the keep then.
Yeah, you thought you were maybe thinking you were seeing the last of those vulture riders, but obviously not.
Mm.
And then we had that sign that went up the night before the second battle.
Correct.
Just
Okay.
to random check this, at the bottom of Feather Guard Keep, there was loads of bodies. They were gnolls, right? What were the bodies at the bottom of Feather Guard?
No, they weren't gnolls.
Different people.
The gnoll, you found a group of gnolls.
I mean, the ones that were kind of
In-
seemed like they were chucked over the top of
Yeah,
Feather
no,
Guard Keep bottom.
they weren't gnoll bodies, mate. They were like human corpses, human skeletons, halfling skeletons, normal people skeletons, mate.
But old enough that we couldn't tell anything more. Like,
No, not that old at all.
well, I kind of got a suspicion that there was something to do with the ones wearing robes, though, as if there was them ones there. Did we not see any of the clothes or armors of any of them that were there?
The what? Sorry, Brad.
The bodies of them that were at the bottom. Did we not see the actual armors or robes or clothes or anything like that?
They weren't clad in any sort of armor. There was some scraps of cloth and stuff like clothes there, but they weren't
Nothing identifying.
They weren't in any sort of identifiable armors or stylized armors or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just clothing, and the bodies at the bottom, they weren't they weren't that old.
Yeah, potentially people passing by have to be stopped in some way.
But one thing we do know is that there's somebody in Red Larch who is a baddie.
Yeah, who's passing on messages.
And there's a druid in Red Larch as well, which is the wolf thing.
Potentially. It could be the same person.
And
actually.
it is a group of them as well. So the Scarlet Moon is a group of druids.
Scarlet Moon. Is that what they've referred to as?
They're called the Circle of the Scarlet Moon. I've never heard of them before.
That could be the two big animals. That could be two different ones. If it's a group, then potentially two different people changing two different things.
Yeah.
Then why would they be watching us?
And the weather conditions are just around this area as well.
Why would they be watching us though? Just used as scouts maybe around the whole area because they can move around quickly?
They need time for something. They're preparing for something. They need time for something. They're preparing for something.
It all stems around that center of that dwarven place there. Everything that we're doing kind of pinpoints to that. That's the main thing. So we have to know. It feels like, as I said, it feels like there's another building here that we're missing. There's another point to go to.
Mm-hmm.
This tower or the sacred monastery thing is somewhere
But there's
here.
an abbey which is right down south that we haven't looked at. It's a
Abbey?
long way south. It's an abbey. So
What, the one on
Abbey's-
Golden Fields? I think that's way out of the way of where we need to go.
yeah,
It is on the river, but
it's on the river, but it is an abbey.
yeah, but an abbey's not a monastery. This monastery is something that
That
they're
is Golden Fields is very, very, very well known.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that, but they might have people there.
That's actually where the Brad's brother, that group, that was their final destination, as it were.
I am now looking out for a trailer truck with logs on the back of it. A boat
I-
coming
I-
down the river.
I think this monastery that we're looking for is not a known thing. It's only known for those who are supposed to know it.
Yeah, but they might have history of abbeys and stuff.
yeah, it might be an idea to seek out someone who knows the history of the local area and
Would
just.
Red Larch not have that? Because some halls don't seem to. Asking the lady, does she have anyone who does know the history of the area? Anything more?
Are there any good rangers around?
Your
They're
best
always good.
Stu reckons, and Ian, the best bet for knowing boring shit in Red Larch is probably Valivo. Now he's the guy he's the real like timid
Oh, the
shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A shopkeeper
Who runs Valivo's Sundries.
He's
He's the one that you've got the book. He's the one that you got the book from.
Yeah.
He's interested in all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, he's a good friend. We should go back and talk to him. I like talking to him. He's definitely friendly with me. I didn't bully him last time at all.
He twitches whenever you walk into his shop, Brad.
Yeah, I definitely didn't bully him. I know that. Good friend, that one.
But yeah, Hardy and Silent think, yeah, if anyone knows about or is interested in, as they call it, boring stuff, it's gonna be him. But
You might even recognise people's handwriting.
But yeah, Lady Ushian, she can't do it anymore. She recommends perhaps like seeking out a historian.
Okay.
Have more knowledge than her.
So, Div, how long have we been together for as a group now? Has it been quite a while, hasn't it?
Fuck knows.
It's been weeks for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a month, well over a month.
And then since then, the weather's been normal then since then as well.
Well,
nothing's really been.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything particularly mental, but
nothing's come on my radar with that.
Oh, they sent you on a goose chase.
Let's get rid of this troublesome.
They just wanted to get rid of you. You were the annoying one of the group. They needed to get an excuse to send you away.
I've never been with a group before. Jesus, I've been a loner for about 5 years.
Your turf. Do you trust the people who sent you this way, Cara?
No, I don't. Oh, I don't trust myself. Then I'm the one who sent myself this way.
What, you detected the weird patterns of weather and decided to go this way? Oh, okay.
So much laughing going on today.
You're having to think. That's why.
Being intellectuals today, not.
Yeah, it's not working very well. Hard work this is. When are we going to stab something?
Yeah.
People this is rubbish.
I think we should go back to the keep, guys. After the information, I think we need to go down that tunnel.
We do. I do agree. But is it worth going and pick up some extra information elsewhere first and come back to there?
I think.
Why don't we take the shortcut instead of going to Romford? What are we going to Romford for?
No, we're not going to Romford now. They're taking them to Romford. So
why don't we go?
I meant going back to Red Larch because the other purpose of going back to Red Larch is to get any hints on who this person is who's giving him information away.
Okay.
There's 2 points there to go back.
We will need to bring these wagons back.
No, don't worry about the wagons.
They'll get there eventually.
Wait.
Because we can go past the keep if we go that way.
Just wander off through the grasslands on their own. They'll find their way home like homing pigeons.
We could use them to get back.
We could go towards.
They're going to be like the littlest hobo, and they're going to be doing saving people.
I do need. I think we do need to take these wagons back. Fortunately.
But then we take the wagons back to Red Larch and go back to Red Larch to find any information on who is sending out these letters, while also speaking to my best friend, the historian.
Yes, he might recognise the handwriting.
He won't
Obviously,
recognise me, I don't think.
Yeah. Also, Mura's been around long enough in the town.
What we need to do
with a handwriting.
No, and then we go up to the large path. I think we should go up that way.
The what? Large path.
Large path. Yeah.
Yeah. Potentially.
That's known as a very dangerous route. It's like it's the only route through that part of the Sumber Hills.
I think after all this thinking, that sounds good.
Dangerous.
So close to fifth level.
Yeah. We'll take our chances.
We just stay on the outskirts and bait things out until we level.
Are you CR4? Maybe. Come with me.
No, we're going to do the whole training thing. We're going to run in and train them out.
Montage. It's just a quick montage and
like EverQuest train.
Okay, what I'm going to do, guys. So you're heading back to Red Larch, yeah? That's what.
I think so, there isn't. Unless it depends on the party. We either go into the keep like Chris said and goes through the other passage and see where that leads us, or we go back and look for more information.
I think go to Red Larch, get the information. That may help us be a bit more direct.
The trouble with going through that passage is underwater, isn't it?
Yeah. None of us can go underwater apart from one person, really.
I feel like having more understanding of who all these different groups are and what their link is and what their aim is would probably benefit us in the long run.
Excuse me.
And I will keep reading over all the rest of it and pulling it all together.
Right. What I'll do is we do the journey to Red Larch or all the rest of it. We're gonna do all this bit out of game.
Yeah.
We're going to take, like I mentioned before. I think everyone do with a bit of a break from this one, and we finish off some other bits and pieces and that. So, but we'll still be doing fantasy with this adventure, but out of game, as it were. Yeah,
All right.
we do it with like our emails and bits and pieces. So
Yeah.
I know what you want to do. I know who you're going to approach, what you're going to be asking, stuff like that. So we're just going to be doing a bit of out of game stuff.
I've got many questions for you, Dave.
If you have, and yeah, just send. If anyone's got questions now out of game, about what's been going on.
One of the problems, Dave, is getting access to some of this information because we can't thing it. Like I can't copy it out of here in any way.
No, because Fantasy Grounds has to be running. Yeah.
But you also can't copy and paste either.
No,
you
cannot copy and paste anything out of Fantasy Grounds to outside sources. I know that is a problem. I know that is a problem.
Windows Shift S.
Right. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be running. We'll still be doing this. We'll be going forward. We'll still be like, some information, gathering information, etc. But we do it out of game. So in 2 weeks' time on a Sunday now we're fucking invade Keith's. And we'll play something else, but we'll be continuing this, via email. You'll be picking up information via email, etc. And then we'll have a break from this, and then we'll pile back in at another stage. All right.
So is this the point where we level then?
No.
It's worth a try, guys.
Unfortunately not.
Steve, is there any way I can get hold of all this information? Do you have it elsewhere or anything like that I can?
Brad wants to put it all together for us.
Yeah, basically all these pin notes. I want to go through lots of the older stuff and see where that links in as well.
I think I can. I think what I can do is open it up, paste it, send it to chat, because everything in chat is recorded. And I mean absolutely everything.
Oh, with the left-hand chat.
Down to dice rolls, damage rolls, absolutely everything on the chat screen is recorded.
What? And you can export the chat log
in a log, so I can export the chat log.
Could you then take
get all the bits and pieces that you want, all the pins and that, and then send it to you?
All the pins into it and send me all them.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to. That's what I'm thinking can happen. But whether
Div, are we going to try to finish off the other campaign, or
yeah, mate, yeah.
Okay, we do it next, yeah.
I want to finish. We're taking a break from this because I got the feeling a couple of sessions ago that people were like, I don't know, getting a little tired or uppity. But I just got the feeling that people needed a break from this.
Okay. No, I didn't want to have a break from it, but yeah.
But I actually want to, we've
got to play with person again,
face to face.
Yeah, that's.
Much better.
I want to finish that.
Yeah, and much better.
And I do want to run a traveller. I do want to run a traveller.
That's all fine. That's all
we're up for that as well.
We're going back to Stuart's question. Are there little girls in Traveller?
What I will say about Traveller is there's maybe some people. There's a lot of. There can be a lot of role playing in it. You can fucking do what you like. You be whoever you like. Be what you like. But there's a lot of role playing involved. But it's a very. It's. How do I describe it? It's very like hard military type game basically. Like I think it's the most the most popular game in Japan is Call of Cthulhu, for example. The most popular game played by the US military, like especially like serving naval people, is Traveller.
Oh wow! Okay.
Because it's because of the detail of the combat, the weapons, the technology of the weapons, the fucking space combat. Space combat is like naval combat. You know what I mean? With fucking dreadnoughts, cruisers, shit like that.
It's more brutal as well, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Very in a fight. You get involved in a gunfight, you really fucking got. If you haven't got armor, you're dead basically. You're dead.
It is a game where you can't really rely on luck to too much.
No, it's pretty fucking brutal. But there's a lot for people that like role playing and getting into that sort of thing. I think it's an excellent system for that. There can be a lot of role playing. Again, even building your character. This is what I'm saying. We've got to have a session just to build the characters up.
Die
Even
or
that,
be disabled.
no,
by
you
the
can't.
engineer.
You won't
You
die.
can't die, but you can be disabled. Yes.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
You can if it all goes Pete Tong as you're rolling up your character, you can end up you know you get disabled, but you'll get a limb back, but you can end up in 20,000 credits worth of debt.
It's up to you. If you don't want to be in debt, you can have one leg. Or it's just shit like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But even the character building and building up the party is a fair bit of fucking role playing and
I was going to say because
I've rolled shit on every single character that we've made in the last
but Stu,
few
this is different. This is you don't build your character up in isolation. That's what Div's saying. Whoever's playing it, you build your characters up together. That's why there is a session zero. You build your characters up together because you know each other. You're not just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strangers coming together. You're a group of 5, 6, 7 people that already know each other, and you've gone through growing up, and you get to this point in life when the adventure starts.
They might. Yeah, you might know each other. There's plenty of opportunities to link with other people.
Yeah.
You might end up with 2 of you being enemies, for example, or not liking each other, shit like that. And which is an interesting thing. There's no classes; it's purely skill based, and you might not. I know Ian wanted to be a pilot out of what's it called, Firefly.
Firefly, yeah.
Yeah, Ian. You might not. You might want to head in that direction, and I want to be a pilot. So I'm going to take. I'm going to try and join the Navy.
You want to be Wash, but you end up being the prostitute.
That's my shit.
I've already got my name for traveller.
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that you're going to end up as a pilot in the Navy. You could get something could go wrong. You could be homeless for 8 years and then end up in prison. Right, it's not going to happen. So
it doesn't mean you can't become a pilot.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't become a pilot. It just means you've had a really, unlucky start to life. Yeah.
You want to be Wash, but you end up as Murdoch instead.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, could be in a local mental hospital and shit like this. So I think it's
I've already got my character name.
Is that something
that? Tell us your name.
I was going to go along the lines, obviously not Washington, so it's going to be Dallas.
You're going to be Dallas.
Oh, what, out of Alien?
No.
He lasted long, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dallas is the character that I play in Payday.
So, Div, is this something that you want to do online, or is this something
no, face to
you want to do face to face?
Yeah, so
okay.
I feel really bad. Like Brad's sitting there going, "You fucking bastards."
No, it's fine. I know you guys want to get back together in that sense, and that's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm running my one again, so
it's your fault you moved to fucking Cornwall, mate. That's what someone with an insensitive soul would say.
Insensitive soul and a bad back.
I really would like to finish the face-to-face D&D adventure.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not going to be able to make it face-to-face in 2 weeks' time.
All right, okay.
If we're going away on the Monday, so we're travelling down to the hotel on Sunday. So yeah, I can't come down to London.
Excuse me.
Fine, but yeah.
So please don't do the Traveller one on the 6th.
Oh, no.
Can we go finish the other one first?
No, I won't do Traveller until we can get like a full crew all in for the character for the first session. I think that'll be quite a good laugh, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is there anything that we need to prepare for before we go to that session 0? We don't have to buy anything, do we?
You lot don't know. I think there's 3 PDFs online, I think, isn't there? People who've had a look
at it.
They're not free, no.
They're not free.
No.
Depends where you get them from.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look and see if I can find the newest one.
Yeah, I can find the old
one.
Quite
elusive, that one, isn't it, the newest one?
Yeah, obviously, because it's, I'm going to have I'll have a look on my torrent site in a minute.
But you don't. You don't have to buy. You don't have to buy anything, Chris. I've got the.
Okay, cool.
I've got the book. You just have to trust me that I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, me and David found the older rules book, but apparently the new rules book has got some revised rules in it It will give you an idea, but
They give you an idea.
You can't take what's written in those books
as gospel.
As gospel.
Mm.
I'll see if I can find a newer version.
Right. Okay.
From a friend on the internet.
As far as it goes for Fantasy Grounds, we'll be doing it sort of online via email and bits and pieces like that, and then we do a couple of other things. We have a little break from this, do a couple of other things, and then come back to this.
And then make some disabled characters in Traveller.
Yeah, once we've rolled our characters, let's go back to Fantasy Grounds because we've all got one leg.
Well, hold on. Didn't we start Fantasy Grounds with this exact conversation? Because nearly everyone rolled took in Fantasy Grounds, and
Fantasy Grounds has been fucking wicked, man.
Yeah,
there's a big difference. Stuart, there's a big difference. I won't be in the next one.
There you go.
What, to make up for our disabledness in this game?
Yeah, there'll be no intelligence or strategy at all.
It's just going to be a wall of people holding each other up. Get shot the first session. Get run over by a truck. Crossing the road.
Got a party of fucking one-legged people. That should be our stick with the one-legged pirates.
Oh dear.
Right. Anyway, so keep an eye out for emails, gents.
Yes, mate.
I'll be sending emails regarding this. Anyone who wants to ask questions or say, yeah, this is, once presented with information of what's going on in Red Larch, just reply in the emails what you want to do, what you want to ask, all that sort of bollocks, and we do that.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, gentlemen.
Also, just in case anyone's missed, but a couple of Phil's coming. It's the Sacred Stone Monastery could be on the Stone Trail.
Yeah.
And also, you've got the Stone Bridge up there as well.
Yeah. I was going to ask that bridge, whether I would have seen that bridge or whether I could actually use my history to know if that's a similar timeline to the others.
And is the bridge that big, Div? Because a square is like a mile wide. And what the hexagon?
I doubt it's that big, Stu. Not if it's because that's not a thingy. What's that?
Oh my lord! Fucking hell!
Jesus!
All right, it is.
I think you stand corrected.
I do stand corrected.
Yeah, but it might not be there any longer because it looks like that wizard is saying, "You shall not pass."
Yeah, it's true. Very good.
Jesus!
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, it's huge.
How do you get down to the end? You just
slide
on your skateboard.
You get a small sack to sit in.
I hope you don't fall off the edge.
The reasons to visit the Stone Bridge is the only crossing of the Desserin River between Ironford and Yarta. Travellers and caravans frequently use it in brackets with great care.
Why the fuck is it that high?
It's 2 miles long and 400 feet high.
Jesus!
Holy shit!
So
Does it have any link, Dave, in terms of what I know, like structure-wise? Is it built at a similar time, ancient like the Dwarven place, or similar timeline?
It's a sacred site of pilgrimage for many dwarves.
So I think that may
apparently
be a small
in legends, the dwarf god Moradin appeared atop the stone bridge to rally dwarves of the Ironstar clan against a horde of orcs.
That's amazing. And there's me just thinking it's just a little stream. Look at the size of the river.
Yeah, it's massive. It's obviously made of. It's obviously built by man.
Stony Bridge.
It's only apparently it's only 6 paces wide and lacks railings or power.
Oh God, I'm not going over that.
Is at the mercy of the wind.
Could you imagine Freulen trying to go over there? It takes fucking 6 days.
And
crawling
across it.
Oh.
It is pretty massive.
Yeah, definitely don't go across it when it's windy.
No.
That's where we fight the monks. Try and shove us off.
Any other questions, dudes, before we call it a day?
No, that's cool.
No, I'm good.
Excellent, mate.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I want to make sure that every part of what is.
Let's make it not too much of a break, though, because I'd like to get back into this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially, Div, could I jump on with you at some point randomly so I could just go back through that old information?
Yes, mate.
That'd probably be the best way.
When do you want to do it?
Whenever's best for you, really. I'm around all the time, so.
That bridge full screen. Amazing.
I'll let you know, Brad. In the meantime, I'll see if I can gather all the information into a log and send it to you anyway. I'll let you know, and we'll jump on. No problem.
Cool. I've got a big page of scribbles and notes here, all arrows everywhere and stuff like that.
Oh, is it that? What's that meme with the bloke?
Just to confuse me.
Oh my God.
That's mad.
All right.
Big old
okay.
bridge.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
See you later.
Talk to you later.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
Take care, dude. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
That was a good session.